Vincenzo is a good friend of mine and we have been reviewing videos together for more than a year, and today we're going to be seeing some of the best videos that we have seen together. Also be sure to go over to Vincenzo's channel, show some love and give him a subscribe if you haven't done so already. Now, let's get started.
Who are you? Why are you tied up like this?
Uncle Roger, I've been sent by Auntie Helen. She's not happy that you've been mentioning her in all your videos.
Auntie Helen? My ex-wife Auntie Helen? You tell her I'm not scared of her.
Oh really? She knew you were going to say that, so we have something special planned for you, Uncle Roger.
What?
You have to review Jamie Oliver's Thai red curry.
No. Please, no. Tell her I'll do anything she wants.
Vincenzo, you think that Uncle Roger doesn't want to review this video, or how do you think?
I don't believe so, no. I mean, he already went through the egg fried rice.
Yeah,
now this.
This is true, yeah.
But he's forced. He's sitting on that chair. He can't go anywhere.
Yeah. If it were me, though, I think I would have tied him up a little tighter. Those ropes don't look too tight, do they?
Auntie Ellen is very generous. Auntie Ellen has been very kind to him.
Aye, she is.
So I'm going to make the most beautiful Thai red curry with prawns and lemongrass in all the supermarkets. Just trim off the ends like that.
Lemongrass correct?
Come on, review it properly. It's Jamie Oliver. He must have made some mistake.
He cut the wrong end. You need to cut the hard end while you cut the soft end. Hiya. Jamie, see? Nephew kidnapper. Even he know you fucked up.
And then just give it a spank. But if you smell it, it's also released that incredible
Why he like spanking thing?
sherbet lemon sort of smell.
What do you mean spank? How'd you spank that? How'd you spank it?
Oh, you spank it with the flat end of the knife or the back end. Just give it a whack. That's it.
Do you want to know something, James? You know how I started my YouTube channel? I started my YouTube channel with Jamie Oliver. My first video ever was a FoodTube Jamie Oliver competition. He was looking for upcoming, YouTube chef, blah, blah, blah. And I participated. He was my inspiration. I loved him so much. I wanted to be part of FoodTube. I'm glad I'm not today. Otherwise, Uncle Roger would have destroyed me.
I didn't know that, Vincenzo. That is interesting.
My first video ever.
Yeah, that is interesting. I'll have to go see it. The thing is, though, with Jamie right now, Jamie's spanking the lemongrass, but it's not a necessity because he's going to be blending it up. So he is spanking it to try to release some of the aroma and everything, which is a good thing, but it's not quite a necessity because he's just going to be chopping it up in the end.
Absolutely gorgeous. So I've got the lemon.
Hiya, food processor. Use pestle and mortar.
Can I say something, James? Very traditional, pesto and mortar, you say?
See?
It is very old school and still, yes, it's right to use it. But can I say one thing, over the years, I use blenders, and I think blenders are great. You just need to use it the right way. So I'll give you an example with pesto. I'll make a fantastic pesto with blender. Okay? Pesto and mortar is the right way, yes. But if you use a specific technique, you can use blenders to make pesto and to make recipes like this. So I wouldn't say that blender is a bad thing. Do you agree?
Yeah, no. Well, the thing is, though, is that in the professional kitchens, okay, it's possible that you'll have a pestle and mortar in the kitchen for making something. But when you have to make a certain amount of, let's say, a puree, a sauce, or anything, we use the RoboCool, or we use a blender or a food processor. We don't use the pestle and mortar. If I was making, because I used to have to make, for banquets, I used to have to make like 20, 30 liters of bloody basil pesto, a lot. I had a RoboCool, and it was massive. I didn't use a pestle and mortar, otherwise it would have taken
imagine you go like
forever.
That? You would be Hulk.
Oh yeah,
James Hulk.
Yeah, you would be, wouldn't
Your
you?
hand would be like this.
Yeah, I know, like the Flintstones. You have the massive pestle and mortar that you're grinding everything.
Yeah.
A heaped teaspoon of tomato puree.
What?
Then
Tomato puree for... What is this?
a heaped teaspoon of tomato puree.
That is that tomato paste. That's what he's saying. Tomato paste
Correct.
for a Thai dish. That's a bit
Correct.
too much.
Yes.
Yeah, wow.
Nobody use tomato for Thai red curry. That's the wrong thing. Nephew kidnapper, cut off my rope. Uncle Roger want to put my leg down from chair. This must be fastest Uncle Roger ever put leg down from chair. He really is Usain Bolt of fucking up. Nobody use tomato puree for red curry. What is this? You're trying to make bolognese, is it?
I think Jamie's adding the tomato paste for because tomato paste is used as a thickener, as an emulsifier to thicken the sauce, but I think he's adding it also because of the color, because tomato paste has that nice dark red color, and he's trying to make a red curry. But
James, you're very nice to Jamie. You're very nice.
yeah, I know,
You're
I'm being
so
a little
nice to
nice.
Jamie. He needs to give you. So I don't know if he paid you. Did he give you money?
No,
Oh,
no,
I don't
yeah.
know. But
Not
you
yet.
know, you're very nice to him. You're so kind.
I'm going to put 4 of these roasted peeled peppers.
Pepper?
Kind of smoky, sweet flavour. 4 of these go in.
Wrong again. Tomato puree and red pepper.
Maybe he's making an Italian dish.
I don't know. It seems more like he has a fusion recipe going on here, doesn't he? The thing is, though, yeah, tomatoes and peppers are from the Americas, so it's not even really European.
Ooh, here is a competition now, James. Okay, he's making an American dish. Okay.
Well,
Here he is making an American dish.
more South American, Central American.
But the Italians took the tomatoes to the next level. You have to say that.
Well, this is true, is that today, when you think of tomato, you think, Italy. This is the thing that you think of. It's like the ingredients that when you think of an ingredient, you correlate that to this or that place. So tomato is Italy. Pasta, no, Italy. It's Italy. When you think of rice, you think of, depending on an Asian country, but you think on more Asian countries. No?
Yes.
You don't really think European.
Yes,
even though
true. True.
we have it in Europe.
I think Jamie going, oh, I'm making red curry today. Get all the red thing in kitchen and throw in there. Good thing he not working next to fire extinguisher. He gonna put that into.
Really good. A kind of smoky, sweet flavour. 4 of these go in. And then I've got this bunch of coriander.
So much?
Big handful. Stalks.
You
and
want
all.
coriander root, not coriander.
Use this.
Okay, I'm so sorry, James. I need to tell you one thing. I need to say something. Okay, so when you use a blender, there is methods. So what I was saying before with the pesto, you start with extra virgin olive oil and garlic. You blend that until it becomes nice and creamy. Then you may maybe add the nuts. And then at the end, right at the end, you put the basil, but you don't want to overeat the basil, otherwise you kill it. So, once you got a creamy base, you add the basil in with the cheese and the pulse you 20, 30 seconds, you create the pesto. So you don't overheat it, you don't burn it. In this case, he's putting everything together and do everything together. You're not going to get a creamy mix.
So one trick, actually, Vincenzo, I don't know if you use this, but when you're making like a lot of, let's say, pesto, for instance, if the Robocool is heating up too much, you can add a little bit of ice to try to cool it down. A little bit of ice is not going to matter when you're making like liters of pesto, but it helps to cool everything
You're
down.
talking about a big kitchen and big production.
Because what can happen is with the blade spinning so quickly, it can cause heat, the friction, and when that heats up, it can turn the color of any of the ingredients, like the basil, for instance, dark.
Black.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. That's a good tip. Yeah, very good tip.
1 chili and then garlic. 2 cloves. Chili. I'll use this 1 chili.
1 chili. 1. Remember, niece and nephew, Jamie Oliver making his green curry, he used 3 chili, and we all know that is not enough. 1 chili. Why even bother?
Not spicy enough. Not going to be spicy enough, James.
No, but the thing is, though, because we have reviewed all these videos by now, is that Jamie, I don't think, on all his videos, anytime that he adds chilies, he always adds a little bit. He never adds a lot to make it super spicy, which it may be his personal taste. He doesn't like spice. Then again, when he made the carbonara, he did add a lot of black pepper. So I don't know. That's a little
Yeah,
different.
it's interesting.
Yeah, he did.
But the thing is, when you're teaching an ingredient, a recipe like this, let's say to a white audience, like Uncle Reggio says, you want to explain things. Like you say in Thailand, I went to Thailand on holiday and they use spicy, very spicy dishes. So if you want to make it authentic, add 3 or 4 chilies.
No, true.
Because in England, we don't like chili that much.
This is
Even
true.
though in England they like chili, they love chili. They explain to people. So, I'm learning this from you, Jamie. I want to know.
Yeah.
Because if I love chili, I don't want 1, I want 3.
Well, this is true, but then again, it depends on the type of chilies that you're adding to it, because Thai chilies can be quite hot. The thing is with Thai red curry, though, is that normally the Thai paste is not the hottest. So Thai red curry is not the hottest. The green curry is normally a lot hotter.
It's the bomb.
Yeah, it can be. It can be. But
I get some Vietnamese chili here from a Vietnamese friend. Ooh, you need a little one to be, to be knocked out.
Red curry like this, 1 portion. We use 10 red chili. 1 chili. Use the right amount, not the white amount.
And then garlic. 2 cloves of garlic. And just
Garlic crusher for what? You're gonna blend it all in food processor anyway. Garlic crusher is the whitest invention. Uncle Roger only see white people use it before. Nephew kidnapper, you white? Do you have any garlic crusher at home?
No.
Yeah.
See what I tell you?
So, sorry, James, but I have to say something here. Okay, it's funny what you said about the garlic crusher because the garlic will crush anyway the blender.
yeah.
But I love garlic crusher. I think the garlic crusher brings a bit of flavors out of the garlic. I'm a big fan of garlic crusher.
Yeah.
I don't understand why he doesn't like it. You don't like it?
Well, no, I don't have one at home. I used to, in the US, I have one, but here I don't, because there's another thing to buy in that. But the thing is that when you crush the garlic, you get different reactions out of the garlic depending on how you work with it. If you crush it, you release a lot of the allicin, the chemical that's in the garlic. You get a lot of flavor out of the garlic when you crush it. When you slice it, you don't get as much flavor. This is why, depending on the recipes, they call for sliced, minced, or crushed. It depends. It depends on what you want.
I always like. I'm a big fan of crushed. It's beautiful, those aromas.
Yeah, it is. The thing is, though, if you're going to be making this into a puree, you don't need the garlic crusher. You honestly don't, because it is going to just cut it up anyway.
That's right. And I would have put the garlic first. First thing I would put in.
Yeah, you can just drop it in. That way the blades just spin and cut it up.
And you can't even squash.
ginger.
No, wrong. Kalangkao, not ginger.
And then I got a secret ingredient, okay? Lime leaves. Incredible. So put about 4 or 5 leaves.
Not lime leaf. You want lime says secret ingredient. If by secret you mean wrong, then you correct.
Uncle Roger's saying not to use ginger and to use galangal. The thing is, though, is a lot of people will say that the galangal is actually more peppery or spicy, and ginger is sweeter. But the thing is that if you actually cook with ginger, if you make like a tea or an infusion with ginger and you use a lot of ginger, it's not sweet. It's spicy.
It's spicy, yes.
It can be spicy, yeah.
Oh, looks so bad.
Those beautiful
Gross.
flavours in there. We want to...
Where got beautiful?
So about 2 tablespoons of olive oil goes in.
Give me olive oil.
And I'm going to season with soy sauce.
So what?
1 to 2 tablespoons should do the trick, but we're going to...
Soy sauce for your Thai red curry paste? Who do that? Hiya. This is Jamie olive oil. Worst video yet. Nobody put soy sauce in Thai red curry. Hiya.
Okay, Uncle Roger, I'm going to stop this. This video is giving you a heart attack, and I don't want to be a murderer.
Don't you dare, nephew kidnapper. We in too deep now. All our ancestors crying. Uncle Roger need to avenge them.
So this is one of those moments that you have to ask yourself, why is he adding olive oil to the paste?
You need liquid, I know, because it was too dry. The blender needed some liquid, but the olive oil is the best option?
Yes. Well, this is the thing.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
And the soy sauce? I mean, you should have used soy sauce in egg fried rice, but I don't know. I mean, why?
Yeah, but they're a little different.
That's your choice. What would you do?
Well, firstly, I'd change the ingredients. I wouldn't be making the paste like this, so I'd be using different ingredients to start with. So the paste would be completely different.
But at this point, maybe it's best to put water in there. That's the best liquid to use, I guess.
No, the best thing to do at this point is to chuck it in the bin and to start over again. That would be the best thing to do. But if you see the consistency of the puree right now, of the paste, it's his RoboCool, his little food processor, is not like really, it's not blending it, and it's struggling.
No, it's not. Struggling, really struggling. You know, really struggling. That's why we said, you know, do a little bit at a time. Do maybe 1 or 2 ingredients at a time until you get, you know, creamy and creamy and creamier.
Yeah.
What the hell is this red curry paste? Where your dry spices? Where your white peppercorn? Where your salt? Salt he don't have. And where your shrimp paste? Hiya. Shrimp paste, one of the most important ingredient in red curry paste.
Should do the trick, but we're going to adjust that later. And a little bit of fish sauce, basically a teaspoon of fish sauce.
Fish sauce, correct, but don't put in blender. Fish sauce you put in when cooking. But credit to Jamie, he using Tiparo's fish sauce. That's super authentic. 1 point to Jamie. So now he at negative 9,999 points.
It's basically a teaspoon of fish sauce.
So normally when making a lot of the Thai paste, they add shrimp paste to that. And shrimp paste adds a lot of flavor. The only problem with adding shrimp paste is that if you have like a seafood allergy, you have to be a little careful.
And a teaspoon of sesame oil.
Sesame oil wrong. Oh, look at that. So ugly, so clumpy.
Bang that on there so we can get all of that out there. In a hot pan.
McQueen mother-in-law gets smoother paste in just 4 pounds. It's like a food processor not even trying. Hi. Jamie Oliver cooking so bad, even his food processor give up on him.
Just bang that on there so we can get all of that out there. In a hot pan, I'm going to go a little bit of olive oil.
Olive oil again. Wrong again.
Paste in here first. All of it.
All of it? Jamie, don't use all of it. Save some paste for your pasta tomorrow.
Then I'm going to go in with the prawn.
No.
That's frozen. That's small shrimps.
Yeah, they're frozen.
Must be frozen.
No, they are. They're frozen. So first thing is that Uncle Raj's not even mentioning the metal spoon and the non-stick Teflon pan. This is one, yeah?
Oh my God,
Yeah,
that's
this is
so
one.
bad. Yeah, well, he's used to wok. He doesn't even know that that's a non-stick pan.
Yeah, well, maybe. But the thing is that with the paste, it is a good idea. You do need to cook it before you make the dish because the ingredients are not cooked yet. Well, some of the ingredients that Jamie added are cooked because he added a lot of, canned ingredients. But normally, when you have the galangal, when you have the shrimp paste, when you have all these other ingredients, you need to cook it to then bring out more of the flavor. One thing about the shrimp, since the shrimp are frozen, obviously it's going to drop the temperature of the pan, but it's a good idea to maybe saute the shrimp first, take them out, because you can overcook them. They're small.
100%. But first, I would say, with all the money you have, you could have purchased fresh shrimps, fresh prawns, because England have fresh fish.
Fresh seafood.
And second, when I go to the Thai restaurant, even though they use, I believe, a frozen shrimps from Thailand, they're big, they're juicy. These are too small.
Yeah.
They're not juicy enough. You can tell.
No.
So, and like you said, cook it on the side. I cook it on the side and leave it there, and you put them in at the end once you are ready. When you work with frozen stuff. But honestly, Jamie Oliver, you can use fresh.
Chuck them in frozen now, no worries at all. Give them a little shake like that.
No, the prawn. You don't just saute prawn like that. You're not making stir fry. Prawn is expensive ingredient and you ruin it like this? Prawn in red curry. You just cook in red curry itself, like how you cook chicken in Thai green curry. No need to stir fry it first. You're wasting prawn. Okay, continue.
Give them a little shake like that. I'm also going to get sugar snap peas. Straight into the sugar snaps.
No.
Peas? Is he putting peas in there?
Yeah, he's putting peas in there.
Why would you put peas in there? Would you put peas in there?
Personally, if I was making it for maybe a dinner and that's all I had, this is one thing. But if I was making it for a video, no.
No.
Because
Maybe watch Gordon Ramsay Carbonara, I got inspired.
maybe.
Munch 2 again. 200 grams of that worst vegetable. This guy just loves Munch 2. Is he sponsored by Big Munch 2 or something? Every curry he put that in there, and 200 grams of this shit versus 1 chili. Oh my god, what the hell he doing?
And then coconut milk. So literally I'm going to bring this to the boil and turn it right down to a simmer. And this will be ready in 3 minutes. A little bit of coriander.
More coriander? I thought you chopped up the whole forest already.
And a little bit of lime juice.
Lime juice wrong.
Sorry, James, I'm sorry. But what is the lime juice gonna do to all these ingredients? Please be honest. With all these ingredients, are you really gonna taste the lime juice?
It depends. I don't know if you've seen Gordon's grilled cheese, did you? He added a lot of...
No.
Okay, well, I won't spoil it for you. But in any case, it adds a little bit of acidity. So if you want that, okay. But instead of adding the zest, he's adding the juice. So I don't know. He added it. It's not something that you have to add.
No, but what I'm saying is it's fine to add. I love lemons everywhere.
I
But
do
what is it
too.
going to do? Like all the flavors that you got in there, I don't think the lemon is going to do. You don't even feel it. You don't even taste it.
Well, I don't know. You may be surprised. I didn't think that I would taste...
Maybe surprised.
No, I didn't. Yeah, when I made his butter chicken, I honestly didn't think that I was going to like taste one ingredient over the rest, and it happened to turn out that I just tasted one bloody...
You did.
Yeah, one ingredient. That was it. That's what it tasted like.
Well, I'm going to try it now. I have to try it. I know you don't recommend it, but I'm going to try it.
Hi. Try it and tell us what it tastes like.
So I'm just going to pour that.
Oh, this Thai red curry. No Thai, no red, and not curry. Look at this shit.
Absolutely gorgeous.
It looks like prison food.
But if you look at it, that
Look at
shot
that.
right there, if you look at it, it has like more of a greenish tint to it. It looks more like...
It's not red anymore.
It's not red. It's not red curry, but you have everything
The green
green in it.
curry.
You have the coriander in it. You have the snow peas, sugar snap peas in it as well. It looks more green than red. Well, not really green, but it's not red.
This not Thai red curry. This British orange soup. Oh, Uncle Roger almost fainted from this. Nephew kidnapper. Uncle Roger done now. Release me. Release me. Hello, who is this?
Hello, Uncle Roger. It's Auntie Helen.
Release me, you crazy woman. Let me go. What you doing?
Let you go. Maybe I'll think about it when you get more subscribers than Jamie Oliver.
No. Niece and nephew, hit subscribe now. Help Uncle Roger get more subscribers than Jamie Olive Oil. Otherwise, I cannot make any more video for you. Hiya.
But in any case, Vincenzo, what are your thoughts after seeing this recipe?
Well, definitely I'm not going to follow Jamie Oliver recipe. So I need to find a better recipe out there. So if you have one, share it with me.
If you want to make a recipe, you want to make Makinson curry, Thai green curry, whatever, or egg fried rice, it's a better idea to follow someone that knows the cuisine or someone that has worked with that cuisine a lot.
One of my favorite dishes that I make is Thai rice with vegetables and peanut butter. I love the peanut butter. I love that combination. I really love it. But the way I make it is not really Thai. Like it's Thai, but I will never share the recipe online because I'm not the right person to share that dish.
If it's something that you enjoy, there's nothing wrong with sharing.
You're not going to react to my...
Nothing.
peanut butter,
Oh, maybe.
vegetable and rice.
I don't know. Can't make any promises.
Okay,
Maybe Uncle Roger will react to it. Who knows?
maybe will. No, but thank you. It's been fun. Uncle Roger is hilarious. Jamie is more fun
No,
than
he
Uncle
is.
Roger. Maybe he's a comedian too.
Yeah,
We don't
no,
know.
No, and Jamie is a bit of a comedian, but guys, thank you for watching this video. And Vincenzo, it's been a pleasure doing this video review with you. And guys, just so you know, if these collaborations with Vincenzo do really good, both of us are going to be doing this a lot more often.
Today, Uncle Roger gonna react to this video. It's Jamie Oliver making egg fried rice. Jamie Oliver is professional chef, very established. Everybody know him. So Uncle Roger think this one is gonna be good. I've been to many of his restaurants. Before we start video, niece and nephew, please smack the like button now like you slap a bag of rice.
I'm picturing Jamie Oliver slapping the rice.
Well, Jamie does slap quite a few things in his videos. So the rice, I haven't seen him slap yet.
Oh, this is funny.
Now let's start the video.
Egg fried rice. It's an absolute classic. And I've got a
2 seconds into video and I already see saucepan. Hiya, where your wok?
James, is he making an English breakfast? Mm-hmm. What was he doing? Why did he put an egg like that in there?
What, you mean just dropped it into the pan?
Yeah.
Okay, there's a few different methods when making egg fried rice, yeah? You can cook the eggs off first, which, for instance, Chef Wong Gong, which Uncle Roger reviewed once, one of his methods was to take the egg to separate the whites and the yolks and to actually cook them separately until they were fragrant and then add everything together. So you can do it that method. Or another method, which is this method where you actually already fry the rice off first, is basically a cheat or a bit of a quicker way of making it.
Right, okay. I've never seen it before.
Yeah, no, it's another method. So it's not wrong, it's not right, it's another method of doing it. Well, then
We
again,
could
some
give
people
a
may say
credit
it's
to
wrong.
Jamie for showing us this new method. I've never seen before.
Yeah, well,
Where your wok? Egg fried rice need to use wok because you need the wok hey. Many people asking Uncle Roger, what is wok hey?
James, it's true. You need the wok. You cannot use the European wok to make... Have you ever tried to make egg fried rice with a European wok or a Tefal Jamie Oliver pan?
you need to think of it this way, is that Jamie is making a video that's orientated more towards the average person, and a wok is not technically an item that a lot of people have in their kitchens. More than likely they'll have like a cast iron pan or something similar. Ideally, yeah, it's better to use a wok. It's easier to cook with. You can hold more in it.
It's a good point what you're making, James, but you can buy cheap woks. And
Yeah,
you know, if you
can.
live, let's say you live in Germany and you want to make a proper egg fried rice, you invest 20 euro in a wok and you make a rack. So,
Yeah.
you know, Jamie is a big name. He should be showing you the right way.
Well, he could have done it this way. I don't know. I mean, I think at least for this, he was trying to think of the easiest way of making it for the average person. Maybe. Because the majority of people aren't going to go out specifically just to buy a wok to make egg fried rice with.
Many people asking Uncle Roger, what is wok hey? It is the breath of wok. When you cook with wok, the wok gives the food flavor. Get the wok hey. No such thing as saucepan hey. Jamie, you have 25 cookbook, but you can't afford one wok. Uncle Roger send you one wok for free, Jamie.
Whoa, whoa. This is hilarious. It's so true. It's true. He's got so many books. Buy a wok. Come on. James disappeared. Where did he go? Did Jamie Oliver went to get him?
No problem.
I absolutely love making this recipe. Yes, you could do this as a side dish, no trouble at all, but actually, it's heading towards being a really beautiful dinner. So,
Wait,
yes, you could do this as a side dish.
Jamie say egg fried rice is side dish? When Uncle Roger growing up, when my mom make me egg fried rice, that is the main dish. I never tell my mom, oh mom, this egg fried rice is only side dish. Where the main dish? Where the main dish? I would have been beat.
Sorry. Well, he's too fun, this guy. Can I say, I spoke to Uncle Roger many times over the phone, and this guy is funnier when he's Nigel than Uncle Roger. So you can imagine how funny
Is
this
he
guy
really?
is in real life. He's
Well,
hilarious.
I'd love to meet him in real life. Yeah, hopefully,
You have
one
to
day
meet him.
it'll happen.
So finally slice this up, and as this pan gets nice and hot, I'm going to go in with 1 tablespoon.
Of what?
I'm going to go in with 1 tablespoon of olive oil.
Olive oil for egg fried rice? Who use olive oil for egg fried rice? Why are you making salad? Olive
This is so funny.
You know, it's like one of those things. I mean, in Europe, we use a lot of olive oil. The problem being is that olive oil has flavor, and especially extra virgin is very potent. It has a very strong flavor. So it doesn't go well with, say, egg fried rice. It doesn't use a lot of olive oil in Asian cuisine. But the thing is, is that if it's the only oil that you have in the kitchen, you kind of have to use it. Ideally,
I think, you can find sunflower oil. It's cheap. You can get peanut oil. You can get whatever you want.
yeah, but
cheaper.
ideally, if you have a type of oil that's like rapeseed oil, which is canola oil, or if you have like peanut oil, or if you have any of the others, it would be a little more appropriate. But again, if you're not making a video on it, that's fine. If you're making a video on it, yeah, it would have been better to use oil that's...
Thank you.
Olive oil is like white people oil, not suitable for Asian dishes like egg fried rice.
And I'm going to go straight in with the onions, and we'll get them sizzling straight away.
No. Spring onion is garnish. It's garnish. You put spring onion as the last thing in your meal, not the first thing in the frying pan. Hiya.
We'll get them sizzling straight away.
No, you don't.
So, James, normally, don't you start, with the garlic and the shallots and stuff like that? Like if you make a sofrito?
Yeah, normally.
Yeah.
But this isn't normal egg fried rice. So it's special egg fried rice. But the thing is that what Nigel's referring to is that the green onions, yeah, when you cut them, you can cook the white bit early, that's fine. The green bit, normally, you can also cook it, but normally you save that for the garnish. Well, also adds a little bit of color to it instead of it just looking brown.
True.
So,
You are so elegant, James, when you speak,
oh, thank you. I try.
and so polite.
Hiya.
We'll get them sizzling straight away.
No, you don't sizzle spring onion. Nobody sizzles spring onion. If you cook spring onion now, it will wilt. It wilt. This should be garlic. First step should be garlic. This first 3 steps all wrong already. I thought you professional chef. You have website and everything. Uncle Roger don't even have website, and Uncle Roger know you fucked up.
And then I've got some packet pre-cooked rice. Yes, you can cook your own.
Packet. This guy owns so many restaurants, and he still can't be bothered to make his own rice. Packet rice. Imagine if you go to...
I can't watch this anymore.
No?
He's hilarious. He's too funny. Uncle Roger is so funny. Uncle Ben, what is that?
It's a type of pre-cooked rice. This rice is fully cooked. It's done. You just need to add it to whatever you need to add it to. Basically, if you're going camping, this is the type of stuff that you should bring.
But he's got a very expensive kitchen there. He's not camping. So what is he doing? But would that work for egg fried rice? Be honest. Do you think that would work?
If you're in a scenario where you're camping or you don't or you can't cook rice, and you just have this, it'll work. It's fine. If you have a multi-million-dollar studio with a film crew, then maybe it would be a good idea to show at least the method of making the rice and cooking it down, or having at least rice ready to make it, instead of just using pre-packaged rice, unless he's trying to promote something, which I don't know.
Imagine if you go to Japanese restaurant and you ask for noodle, and the chef gives you instant noodle. That is what this guy is doing.
And rice, white rice, 12 minutes. But for stir-fried rice, you have to drain it and chill it.
You have to chill it. He correct, but don't drain rice. Uncle Roger made a whole video, 12 million view now, of Auntie Hersha draining rice. Don't drain rice, but chill rice, correct. 45 seconds in, first thing he got correct.
So for me, that feels like a good cheat. You can hear it.
You know, when we clean the rice, like for example, for us Italians, we make risotto, we don't wash the rice.
Yeah.
Like we make the risotto straight with the rice. You know, with the Asian rice, you know, with this fact that you have to clean the rice is very important, right?
One of the reasons why a lot of people say to wash Asian rice is that it's not as clean. So you want to wash off any of the excess dirt or anything that may be still on the rice. When you make something like risotto, with the method of making the risotto, you need that starch and you don't want to get rid of
You
it.
do. What about paella?
Paella?
Paella.
Now, the paella is made differently, yeah? The paella is a big no-no to stir the paella.
No, but what I mean, do you wash the rice? No, with the paella, do you wash the rice? No. Yeah, so it's like the risotto then, yeah. So even though it doesn't become creamy, you do not wash it, yeah.
Oh, it does become creamy because you have the sofrito. So the sofrito is very important.
Oh, that's
to the
right.
paella. Very important. Spanish sofrito is not quite the same as the Italian.
But still a sofrito. Respect for the sofritos.
That feels like a good cheat. You can hear it sizzling.
You hear sizzling, I hear my ancestors crying.
It's fast, it's hot, it's furious. We're just gonna toss it around. Right, the next.
Oh, Uncle Roger don't like the look of this. He taking ingredient from this drawer and this drawer looks so white because Asian ingredient never come in jar. You ever notice that? Asian ingredient always come in plastic bag or bad packaging. If your packaging look this nice, nice
so
jar,
true.
nice.
In a way, he's right. You know, I know modern days, yes, if you go to an Asian grocery, you find things in jars, but he's right in a way.
Yeah, he is. When you go to an Asian grocery store, most of the things are not in glass. Some of the things are, but the majority no.
You know, this product is still good in the jar, so I think it's just he wants to make fun of Jamie Oliver.
Cost effectively, it's more expensive to mass produce and to can
Yes.
everything than it is just to wrap in a cheap piece of plastic.
Nice bag over there. That is not Asian ingredient.
Next ingredient. I have this in my home all the time now, chili jam. It's
What I tell you, it's not Asian ingredient. What he doing with chili jam? Let's see.
brilliant for cooking. It's got heat, but it's also got the sweetness and it's gonna kind of glaze.
Oh no no
and
no
help-
no 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 no! Putting jam in rice. This is disgusting. Who put jam? First of all, what is chili jam? Uncle Roger knows fresh chili, chili oil, chili flake. Never heard of chili jam. Is this how you trick white people to eating chili? You give them fresh chili, they go.
No, I don't actually like chili.
Give them chili jam and they go,
Oh.
Chili jam is so weird thing to use. Jamie, do you know about sriracha? This is Asian chili, just use this, no need to use jam. What are you gonna put in there next? Peanut butter. Okay, why do you go make PB&J egg fried rice? How many things can a chef get wrong in one video? Hiya!
2 nice teaspoons.
Sorry, Jane, but can I say one thing? It's like if I see Gordon Ramsay putting cream fresh in the carbonara. It's so wrong. And why does he have to make it sweet? We're not having a pastry. What's your thought of this? I'm completely against this because there are so many options. You can get sambal, you know, you can get so many options. Why would you use that?
Well, when I reviewed this, a lot of people made this comment as well, is that Jamie may have been substituting this for sambal. So it's possible because they sell a type of like, what is it, marmelada de pimiento here in Spain. Basically, it's chili jam, but it's not sweet. This type of chili jam that he's using, Jamie's, I think it's super sweet.
So what is he making? A cheesecake? I don't get it. That's not a cheesecake or a rice cake. You understand? Like, you know, we're going a bit too far, James. Come on.
Yeah, well, I still haven't remade this egg fried rice with Jamie, and I don't really want to make it because I made his buttered chicken, and if you guys haven't seen that video with me remaking Jamie's buttered chicken, you should go see it. It's one of these recipes that I don't like throwing food out, so I don't want to make it to then throw it out. There's more
Its
than that.
addition needs to be respected. It's like if you put cream in carbonara, you know, like it's, come on, we're in 2024, you know you can do better, you know? Why would you do that?
Go in to our pan and then just start tossing again.
He tossed very po, but he tossed all the wrong stuff. All style, no substance.
That'll start to coat every single rice grain. And
He's got that tossing technique, like it's like he's tossing if tossing pasta, which is different to the tossing, the Asian style tossing. It's more like
More aggressive. Well,
Pushing.
then again, he's also using a saute pan instead of using a wok. So
You can't do that, yes.
there's a possibility that things start flying everywhere. It
True.
happens.
But I tried making spaghetti aglio olio, garlic spaghetti in a wok. It was beautiful in there. It was really, really nice. Garlic didn't get burned. It was beautiful.
Well, there you go. This is the reason why you should get a wok, isn't it?
Yeah. We all need a wok.
Shine in the most beautiful way. And then just give it a little splash of water.
Wait, what? What? No. In the middle of cooking, you put water. Oh my. Uncle Roger say if your rice too wet, you fucked up. But if your rice too dry, you also fucked up.
At this stage,
That's true. I mean, he's making risotto by adding liquids.
Yeah, well, I'll give the same reason why I thought so, or why I added it in my first review. When you're cooking, sometimes when you have to cool the pan down because the pan can get too hot, right? You have it on a fire source, on the heat source, and it continuously heats. There are several ways of cooling it down. Adding colder ingredients will cool the pan down. Stirring constantly will also cool the pan down. Or adding a bit of water, a splash, not a lot, can cool the pan down. Why he added it is probably because the sugar amount in that chili jam is a little high, and what happens with sugar if the pan's too hot? It can burn.
Sounds like you never tried this recipe then, because you would add that sauce at the end. The chili jam will go at the end.
Yeah,
Did you put garlic yet? No.
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 The-
Okay.
Garlic in this recipe doesn't exist. So,
Oh,
no,
he
it
didn't
doesn't
put
exist.
shallots, nothing. There's nothing in here. Okay, that's Jamie Oliver version.
Well, no, he put spring onions in. This is substituting all the other onions in the onion family.
Okay, that's okay. That's a Jamie Oliver egg fried rice. Okay.
at this stage, just push the rice up the side of the pan, like that. And then straight into the middle, we're gonna crack in 2 beautiful free-range eggs.
Okay. Okay, the egg look good. Egg look good.
And then it's time for the last ingredient, which again, to a lot of people,
He reaching for that shelf again. So Uncle Roger don't think it's gonna end well. Uncle Roger just don't like that shelf. I think it's wrong shelf for egg fried rice. Maybe during filming, they put the wrong shelf there. And Jamie's like, oh shit, you bought the wrong shelf. What I do now? And the filming people are like, we don't care. Just use whatever in the shelf.
is a bit of a new ingredient. Tofu. Firm, silken tofu.
Tofu.
It's
Come on, what do you use tofu? I've never seen egg fried rice with tofu. Am I wrong? I mean, maybe I didn't experience egg fried rice enough.
You haven't seen it with tofu?
I never eaten it with tofu, no.
No? Well, all right. I've seen it a few times with tofu. The thing is that if you want to make this more like vegetarian, you can add tofu to it instead of adding any protein, like any eggs, any chicken, or anything else, any beef, anything that you can add to it. You can add tofu.
Why your tofu in juice box? Who make your tofu? Capri Sun? When Uncle Roger buy tofu at Asian market, always come in plastic bag, plastic seal wrapping. No tofu look like juice box. What, are you gonna poke straw and drink your tofu?
50 grams. And what you can do is just break this up.
No,
and as
no.
that cooks,
No! No! He make Uncle Roger put my leg down from chair. Baking tofu like how Auntie Helen baked Uncle Roger hut. Asian cooking, when you cook tofu, you preserve the whole shape of tofu and serve to customer. This video, so many sad things happening. He wasted the spring onion. He wet the rice. And now he tear apart the tofu like paper. I don't know if Uncle Roger can go on. This depression is too much.
I want chunks of egg and I want little bits. So,
All right. The big thing is that Jamie was using silken tofu and not like normal tofu. So silken tofu, it has more water.
So it disappears, yeah.
Yeah, and he's also adding it like this. He's just ripping the bloody thing apart instead of like cutting it into squares and adding it
That's what I
say
was
at
gonna
the
say.
end.
Right at the end, when you serve in the dish, maybe in the plate.
Exactly.
Jamie, you're my inspiration, but Jamie, honestly, this is bad. This is as bad as the lasagna, the veg lasagna that he made.
That was a pretty bad lasagna.
bad.
That was a shocker.
You did a very good lasagna, James. I reacted
Oh,
to your
thank-
lasagna. You guys go and watch what James did. He did a very good job.
Oh, thank you, Vincenzo. Appreciate that.
The nice thing about this stir-fried rice is it's kind of random.
Random is not compliment. You made food for your friend one day, and your friend say, "Why your food so random?" And Jamie say, "Oh my God, so random. Gonna start restaurant."
Season with a little salt.
So true. That word you use, random, come on. Normally he uses romantic words. The reason why I like Jamie is the way he speaks, the way, you know, the words he uses. He uses his hands a lot when he cooks. He's very romantic when he cooks. But it's true. Why did he say random, you know?
I don't know, maybe it was the first word that popped into his head. He ran out of ideas to say something. I don't know, normally he says gnarly, yeah? When something is like really good. I don't know, random's
I feel
not
like
good.
he didn't want to do this video. I feel like he just did this video because he had to.
That's a possibility. It doesn't look like he's putting a lot of love into making this fried rice. It looks like he's doing what he can just to make it and then be done with it.
That's right. Because normally, you know, he uses his hands. He likes, you know, likes to be involved with the dish. But here, there's no love.
He's not putting love into it. That's what he's missing. Love.
Love me.
Give it a little toss to
Salt, again, no MSG.
mix it all up, and then we're ready to serve.
Can I ask you a question? Sorry. Do you like to use MSG? Be honest, like with your cooking, do you normally, when you make Asian dishes?
No, because the thing is, MSG it's not common to use in Western cuisine. It's already in a lot of ingredients as well. Naturally, it's already in a lot of ingredients. So this is why the emphasis in the kitchen normally is like salt is the most important ingredient because it brings the flavors out. So if I'm going to make something specific, maybe, then yeah, I'll get the MSG to make it, you know, more correctly, properly. But if personally speaking, to me, it's not as important as salt.
It's not really common to, it is common, but many Asian restaurants and Asian homes, they don't use it. A very good friend of mine, she's from, you know, Thai background. I actually did a video with her, amazing egg fried rice, where she used the pork. You know, the pork shoulder, slow cooked in the oven, you know, with the red paste. That was one of the best egg fried rice I've ever eaten. She never used MSG in her life. You know, there's other ways to give flavors. There's a lot of talking about MSG. I know Uncle Roger does it for fun, but I don't think MSG is something we should promote.
True. It's something that you can add to try to enhance the flavor if need be, or then again, this is why another reason why is, you know, if you're trying to diet, it's not good to go out, is because normally we cook in the kitchen with a lot of oil and a lot of salt. So if something tastes really good, more than likely they added
And
a decent amount
reused
of salt
oil.
to it.
Now restaurants reuse and reuse and reuse the oil, yeah.
Well, it depends on what you're using it for. Here, we use a lot of oil. We use a lot of olive oil. And obviously when you make a dish, like let's say with the paella or anything, you're not reusing the oil. But in the fryer, in the deep fat fryer, yeah, yes, because it's too expensive to change the oil.
That's right.
Every single time or every day.
Look, you and I work in restaurants, and you know that you don't want to go to restaurants every day, right? For the things we've seen.
No,
We've seen a lot, I think.
True, yeah. This is one reason why I prefer to go to either really good restaurants once in a while, you know, maybe not Michelin, but like really good, and pay a little more to get better quality food instead of just going to, you know, an average bar. Then again, when you are out in the country, especially here in Spain, sometimes when you go to like just the mom and pop's bar or anything.
Best food.
Oh my goodness, the food is fantastic. Why? Because it's the family recipe. So it depends.
That's right. And that's what I do every time I go to Europe. And I don't go to the fancy restaurants. I know you love it and I know it's a great experience. And I eat, of course, I try. But I always try and find for the countryside, you know, the inland, happy to drive and find those little restaurants where they have family recipes. Because these are memories I can bring back home, you know?
The thing is, with the Michelin Guide, they rate a lot of places, not just Michelin restaurants, they rate everything. And only the restaurants that are of that standard with everything, including the service, can get a star, and depending on the levels and everything. But overall, when you go to the Michelin Guide, like when you visit a new city or anything and you just want to find, you know, good places to eat, the Michelin Guide has a lot of good places recommended already because they've tried it.
Salt, again, no MSG.
Mix it all up, and then we're ready to serve. Get a bowl, Put a little oil.
This guy loves olive oil like how Auntie Hersha loves colander. He put olive oil on everything. Do you shower with olive oil also?
Rice dishes and that kind of...
Sorry to say, but olive oil, extra virgin olive oil, is very good for you. Yes, you can put it on your face, it keeps you younger. It's funny they use olive oil, but Uncle Roger, olive oil is good. You know, in Spain, in Italy, in Greece, here in Australia, in California, there are lots of good extra virgin olive oils. So respect that, Uncle Roger.
Rice dishes and that kind of street food, which is beautiful. It's often associated with being unhealthy. This has been made to be healthy.
If by healthy you mean disgusting, then Jamie, you are right.
You could have that as a meal. I think it's the time to have a little...
This rice looks so wet. Look at this. You can see your reflection inside. Mulan's gonna start singing when she sees this rice.
So silky and delicious. Looks fantastic. And it's really good fun to make.
Jamie is professional chef. All the steps he messed up. Does this guy hate rice or something? What else have he done with rice? Oh, this guy, I think he just hates rice in general. Maybe he's sponsored by Potato Company. They are competition. Uncle Roger don't like this Jamie Oliver recipe. Too wet, no garlic, no MSG. He break the tofu, no wok. It's all wrong.
Look, after all, we love Jamie, but that was definitely not a recipe that you want anyone to recreate.
No, it's not. But the thing is that when Uncle Roger says, you know, maybe he hates rice, after making, he didn't mention the paella, after making the paella, because that was a big deal here, like in 2017.
But sorry, you want to make it healthy, use the right ingredients. Use the shallots, use the garlic. Where is the soy sauce?
Oh, that's right, he didn't add any soy sauce, did he?
He didn't use the soy sauce.
He
no
didn't
soy sauce.
add any soy sauce to it. I was
So
just going
important.
along the video, he didn't even
And
add it.
don't you put oyster sauce too?
You can if you want.
Yeah, where is that? You know, like he made a European egg fried rice.
I'm Steven and I'm a level 1 chef.
I'm Beth and I'm a level 2 chef.
I'm Sim Cass and I've been a baker since 1973.
Wow.
So I came up with this recipe basically anytime my friends would come over and they said, let's spend money. And I'm like, absolutely not. We're gonna make our own and it's gonna cost under $10.
It's a really special recipe because this recipe has my mother-in-law's sauce. Sadie came all the way from Shaka, Sicily, and this recipe is an homage to her.
This pizza has a soft, airy interior with a nice crusty shell on it and a lot of flavor.
Personally speaking though, if you are trying to save money, making a pizza at home is a better idea than ordering it. You just need to make sure that you have the time to make it.
100%. And it's so easy to make. So easy. You need 3-4 ingredients at most. Water, flour, salt, and yeast.
We're going to start with the dough.
This is my store-bought dough, which is nice and ready.
The dough has to rise, so I'm going to use some active dry yeast.
Into our water and we're going to let that dissolve. This is a 3-day dough and this is the first day. Then we're going to add our flour. We're going to mix this together. The scraper, easiest thing to use.
They're using active dry yeast. If you guys are going to be using yeast though, make sure that you have the correct converter and the measurements because the amount of dry yeast to fresh yeast is not the same.
Yeah, in Australia it's not easy to find fresh yeast. So I adapted, and many people have adapted to use dry yeast. Yeah, normally for any pizza I make, I would say I use half teaspoon, okay? Unless I have to make the pizza on the same day, you know, then I might use the whole 7 grams. Otherwise, half teaspoon of dry yeast is more than enough to make any type of pizzas.
I'm going to put my mixer on low. I only have flour in the mixer right now. I'm going to add some salt. I'm going to slowly pour in some olive oil. Add the yeast mixture, and the dough is just going to come together in a sticky mess.
It's not really going to come together. It's going to be very scruffy.
None of them told us the amount they're using. I don't know how much water, I don't know how much flour. She used the oil, which the oil doesn't really do nothing to the dough, to the pizza dough, okay? It doesn't do anything. It's something more homemade. And to be honest, when I make my own pizza dough, not the Napolitan style, my own dough, I like to add the oil. I don't know, it's a mental thing, but it doesn't do anything to the dough. Isn't that funny? Even though I know it doesn't do anything, I still like to add a little bit of oil.
The funny thing though is that right now we see two completely different recipes and methods between the chef or the baker and her.
You can tell that it's very, very sticky, and that's exactly what you want. I'm gonna cover the dough, put it in the fridge overnight.
And this gets left outside, not in the refrigerator, for 12 to 17 hours. This is going to develop flavor, and when we add it to our dough tomorrow, it's going to add a lot of nice holes in our pizza. Now, we're going to make our main dough with flour, water, salt, and yeast. Then, we're going to add the pre-ferment, biga in Italian. This is the same pre-ferment that I made earlier, only this one is 24 hours old. It's now developed and has these nice big holes.
He's right. It will make your pizza a lot lighter. And I made a pizza chef who actually works only with biga using this technique. Trust me, it does take it to the next level. The only thing is, even though I know it's better, it's a bit annoying to make at home, okay? It's lots of steps.
No, I agree. I mean, if you're going to go through the steps, the extra steps to do this, and you're a real pizza connoisseur, this is fantastic.
James, we cook at home. We clean, we cook, we do lunch, breakfast, dinner, snacks, brunches. There's no time to do the bigger.
Lastly, I'm going to add some starter. This particular one has been around for about 3 years. This will add a lot of flavor. This dough will be wet. I turn it onto the table, turning the dough into itself to get it going, and you're going to push this forwards and backwards on the table. Now, I'm going to start pulling it into itself. Look, now I've got a pizza dough right here. I'm going to oil my bowl here.
If you're going to be adding oil to it, I would do what he's doing by greasing the bowl, but not adding it directly to the masa or the dough. Now, that doesn't mean that all pizzerias do this. Sometimes they don't. They just add a little bit of extra flour and then they allow that, prevent the dough from sticking to whatever you're going to be proofing it in.
Maybe just put some oil around the dough. So, just put it around the dough, and like you said, some in the bowl and some around the dough. It probably gives a little bit more elasticity as well, the oil. Looked like it was a lot too much oil, maybe. It was swimming in oil.
So now we're gonna get started on the sauce. This is a store-bought sauce. This is a tomato basil. This gives it a little bit of the aroma that we're looking for.
First of all, get your pan hot. Then you're going to get some good olive oil in there.
The oil is coming up to temperature. I just cut my garlic right into the pan.
You want your onions. I'm just getting a little color on my onions, and then I put my garlics into that little space. I'm now smelling this garlic.
There's no better smell.
You tell me when you want to stop it, James, because for me there is no need to move forward and watch the sauce preparation. And I'll tell you why. You know what they're preparing? They're preparing pasta sauces, James. You don't cook the sauce for the pizza. The sauce for the pizza cooks in the oven.
In a lot of the pizzerias, especially in the US, they just blend the crushed tomatoes or the whole tomatoes, canned tomatoes.
That's the way it should be done, yeah.
Some pizza chefs do say that if you blend the whole tomatoes and you cut the seeds, it does add a bitterness to the sauce.
It does. So you don't want to do that. So when you blend, there is a technique to blend, like crush, like you blend slowly, boom, boom, like that. 2-3 times, that's it, it's done. Or do it by hands.
To keep in mind that every canned product is already cooked, is cooked in the can. So the tomatoes are already cooked, they're not raw.
In goes my whole tomatoes, that's good. And now I add about half that amount of puree. I put a little oregano in, 2 or 3 bay leaves. I also like to add a little bit of Worcestershire sauce, a good gloopy glue in there, all right?
Yeah, I know, he likes to put the appearance.
Hell easy, man. No? At this point, I don't know what to say anymore, seriously. You guys want to do it? Okay, do it. But you don't need this in life. He's making his pasta sauce for his English palate, okay? It doesn't go on the pizza.
If anyone's wondering what Leon Perrins is, it's actually with anchovies. It has a lot of other spices in it as well, but it's mostly anchovy based.
Like we're talking about the pizza sauce, it should be basic because with your pizza creation, you should be able to add any toppings that you want. So if one pizza you want margherita, on one pizza you want pineapple, on one pizza you want salami, on one pizza you want mix of vegetables. You cannot have Worcestershire sauce garlic, and all these flavors.
Same amount of salt and about 10 leaves of fresh basil.
Basil, and I'm just going to be Italian about it and just throw it in like that.
Sorry. Why is it going to be Italian? Only Italians put basil in the sauce? You don't put basil in the sauce?
No. I'm going to be Italian about it by ripping it with your hands instead of chopping it.
And you leave the flavors on it. You don't put the flavors on the chopping board. The flavors stay on your hands and in the sauce. The French need to learn. French people, I didn't know you do that.
Now I'm going to reduce temperature.
When it's nice and thick, you know it's done.
The idea of cooking the sauce for 3 or 4 hours is to take the acidity out of the tomatoes. If we put a little sugar in, we can reduce the cook time to about an hour, hour and a half.
If you cook it for 3 hours, it's not going to reduce the acidity. If you add either baking soda to it, this can help counteract the acidity. If you add sugar to it, it can help mask the acidity and make it sweeter.
It's true. The tomato is the most important ingredient. So try to get a sweet tomato. Usually, get the Italian one if you can. The Mutti brand is available worldwide. You never go wrong. Second, sugar. Stop adding sugar to your sauce. Never do that, okay? If you want to add sweetness to your tomatoes, just put carrots in the sofrito, okay? And for a pizza sauce, no, you don't need it. You're not making a dessert pizza.
You can see that the sauce has reduced.
The tomatoes have disappeared and it's ready to go on the top of our pizza.
Next step is preparing the cheese. I like to use the mozzarella.
Part skim, so it's a little bit on the healthier side.
I only use whole milk mozzarella. I really don't think that if you're eating pizza, you need to worry about a diet. And it tastes so much better.
The mozzarella, I'm going to slice it. I think it should be round, like a pizza. I like to put grated Parmesan at the bottom of a pizza.
I think that the Pecorino Romano has a better taste than the Parmesan.
And I like to put the peeled Parmesan in the center. Then I like to put some bel paese, very, very creamy cheese.
You can't get too much cheese on a pizza.
Technically, you can put too much cheese on a pizza.
What she meant to say is, I love cheese,
Especially with the Napolitan pizza, the buffalo mozzarella, you have to add the buffalo mozzarella, the authentic buffalo mozzarella. It adds so much flavor to the pizza. When you eat a margherita outside of Italy, it's bland, it doesn't taste like anything. That's because the ingredients are tasteless. In Italy, it's full of flavor.
I don't like the shredded cheese from the supermarket because I call it plastic cheese. The way the chef cut the mozzarella, even though he used the freshest mozzarella, he was wrong because he cut it into circles. Can't cook it that way, making a sandwich. So far, the amateur is doing the best job.
Cut it up, that's fine, but like Vincenzo was saying, you need to cut it up smaller because it will be easier to melt evenly. If not, it'll be blobs in the pizza. And if you like it in blobs, that's fine. It's okay.
So now we're gonna get our toppings ready. We have some fresh pepper. We're gonna use about half of each. This is just so we can add a little bit of color. If you're a pro like myself, you know that you wanna keep your fingers out of the way. Okay, that was close. I tried to include the seeds in there. It looks ready. So now we're gonna get to the mushrooms.
Pre-cooked. Most toppings I pre-cook.
Watch your fingers. I feel like somewhere there's like a chef that's screaming.
Now, I said this before too. When using a small utility knife to cut up everything, that's not the right knife to use. You need to use a chef knife. And if you're new with using a knife, practice a little bit because you can lose fingers if you don't.
Something that the chef said I liked. He said, I like to pre-cook my ingredients for the toppings. I agree so much. So important, okay?
In a lot of the pizzerias, the pizza ovens are so hot that when you put a pizza in, it'll cook in under 2-3 minutes and it will cook the toppings. So a lot of the ingredients that a professional kitchen will use, they put them on raw and it cooks in the oven. At home, a lot of the home ovens don't get up to that temperature. So you have to help the ingredients to cook a little bit beforehand. Otherwise, you end up with eating like raw mushrooms.
True, and lots of people actually like it. But even the capsicum, the peppers, when you put them in the home oven, even if the pizza cooks for 10 minutes, which is way too long for me anyway, capsicum will never cook well.
All I put on the pizza is basil. My husband, Richie, doesn't like anything on his pizza. So this pizza, I'm making for him.
Calamari olives, make sure there's no pips in there. The sausages, put them in the oven, cook them through.
I think he said calamari olives.
I heard that. Look, I don't want to correct him, but yeah, he said calamari olives, which I never tried before. I'm interested.
I didn't know that calamari have olives. This is interesting, huh?
Well, you know, he knows his ingredients that we don't know.
I like it fairly thin and sort of long. Now we're going to put our pizza together.
Here's our dough. It waited for us 24 hours. All we have to do is pinch off a piece.
Then I put a lot of flour on the table.
Sorry, but you never do what the lady did to break the dough like that. You get the dough out of the bowl, and then you use a cutter to divide the dough, okay? And then reshape. You have to shape the pizza bowl.
True. Normally you make the dough, you have the first rise, you take that, you divide that up into small balls, and then you let those rise again. And then you shape the pizza.
Flour on the table.
To make the dough less sticky.
And it's really, really easy to roll out.
It's not working.
Wow.
Please do not add as much flour as I did.
Then I'm going to push down with my fingers, and you should be getting air bubbles at this stage. I like to just let gravity do the job, basically.
I want to get my pizza up off the counter and right onto my stone.
So I purposely shaped this in the shape of a Christmas stocking.
It doesn't need to look like a perfect rectangle or a perfect circle. All it has to do is taste really, really good.
That looks good.
When you're shaping a pizza, it is actually important to make sure that you have a circle. It can cook more evenly as well if each side is even. Because if you have one side that's super thin and another side that's super thick, what's going to happen?
Do you know why that happened? It happened because she took the dough out of the fridge straight away and stretched it. And also she broke the pizza. Otherwise you stretch the pizza rectangular or round. But she missed this process, this step.
I know, but it kind of looks like somebody tried to make a welcome mat and didn't cut the corners on it. So that's what it looks like.
I never put oil in my dough. I always put oil on the dough. I go with Parmesan onto my dough.
I like to start with the mozz instead of the sauce because the sauce makes the middle of the pizza a little mushy if it goes on first.
This is important. Sorry to go back to that guy. So he put the pizza base on the stainless steel pizza peel. And now he's adding the toppings. That's a big, big mistake. Wet ingredient, in this case the sauce will penetrate and it will get stuck to the pizza peel. 100%. If you want to add toppings on your pizza while it's on the pizza peel, the only pizza peel you have to use is the timber pizza peel, the wooden pizza peel.
Now, we want to add the sauce.
People make a mistake here and they put too much sauce on.
You don't want to be too stingy with the sauce.
I don't really spread it out. I leave it in blobs.
Oh no!
That's good.
I like to leave an edge.
He's an artist. He's a real artist, this guy, using his hands.
The amateur cook is using his little fingers, so you can use a spoon or the back of a ladle.
Don't forget, he hasn't done anything so far. His hands are clean, so he wants to get his hands dirty now.
You want to get your hands dirty, you know, act more like a little kid in the kitchen, you can use your fingers and massage the sauce into the dough, but it's not good. And then you have Sim, who is just putting blobs, as he said. He likes to add the sauce in blobs. So this is why he added the Parmigiano first, and he added the oil first before the sauce. Normally it's the sauce before the cheese, not the cheese first and then the sauce.
Now we add the cheese.
Pecorino Romano.
Parmesan in the middle for my first bite. Then I'm going to put my mozzarella, and then I'm going to put some bel paese. Bel paese kind of melts like cream. I'm getting quite hungry thinking about it.
We have a Picasso here, a Picasso of the pizza, creating blobs, cheeses, and then shaved Parmigiano. I've never seen shaved Parmigiano on a pizza that is going inside the oven. On a cooked pizza on top, maybe, okay. But what are you going to do? The Parmigiano is not going to melt. He doesn't even know what he's doing. You're trying to understand it. There's no logic.
If you're feeling fancy, you can do yourself a favor and stuff some of the cheese into the crust. So when you bite into the crust, it's a little surprise inside.
Domino.
Now we want to grab our mixed vegetables, throw it on the pizza.
Basil, a little bit of pepper.
I'm not going to cut the mushrooms. I'm going to leave them in big pieces. A couple of olives, the sausages, just like this. Then I like to go back in, oil on the edge.
More olive
The
oil.
olive oil around the edges are going to make the edges nice and crispy.
The edges are completely covered. Don't even have time to grow the edges.
Sim's pizza looks like it's overcrowded. There's too much stuff on it, period. And he's adding a lot of olive oil to the top of it.
He's not going to allow the in middle of the pizza to actually cook properly. It's too heavy with too many ingredients on top. Dough won't be able to cook enough unless you cook it for like 10-15 minutes. But the ingredients on top would burn.
That looks professionally done. I think we're ready to put it in the oven. We're gonna put it in at 450 degrees Fahrenheit for about 10 to 12 minutes, and we'll see if it's ready to rock and roll.
And this is my pizza. 500-degree oven, 12 minutes, and it's perfect.
So our pizza is fresh out the oven. I put it in for an extra 3 minutes just so the crust could get a little bit crispier to my liking.
To be honest, his pizza looks better than the lady's pizza. The lady's pizza, don't worry about the shape at this point, but the cheese completely disappeared. Where's the cheese?
Yeah.
She was talking about cheese before, how much she loves cheese.
Yeah.
The cheese is not visible.
No, she didn't add a lot of cheese to her pizza. This is another thing. Keep in mind, when you say that you can get your oven up to 485, 450 Fahrenheit, okay, that's good, but you have to think some pizza ovens get up to almost 500 or 600 Celsius.
Very hot. Also something I learned, if you cook the pizza in the oven for 10 minutes, your cheese 100% will burn. So what you do is par-bake the pizza the way you want it, just with tomato sauce on top and with some ingredients like capsicum and mushrooms, okay? Add the cheese a few minutes before you want to take it out.
True.
So after 7 minutes, you add the cheese and you cook it for 3 more minutes and the cheese will melt perfectly. There is nothing worse than eating burnt cheese on top of a pizza. You're destroying the cheese. What's the point?
This oven here mimics a wood fire oven. 3 minutes later, approximately, we're going to take this pizza out. You know, I'm a big fan of a lot of colour on a pizza. I don't like them too bland looking. This one's a little darker on the edges, that's fine.
Let's top it off with the arugula.
Terrible.
A
That
little
looks
bit
terrible.
of
That
extra
was
virgin olive
Oil
oil.
on the
Well, pizza
outside,
never seen
pepper.
Okay, put back on that image. I want to look at it again, please, James. We want to see it. It was completely burned. The cheese was destroyed, killed. Murder. Cheese murder.
When you put it in a hot little oven, and I think, Vincenzo, you have a portable little oven like this at home, don't you?
Yes, 100%. Yes, I do, and I love it.
So when you use that, you don't burn the pizza like this, do you?
No, you do sometimes burn the sides, but when I say burn, that's burned. When I say burn, you get the black color on the edges. It's kind of what you get from the flame, you know? But that's burned, not from the flame. That's burned.
And he said he put that in for 3 minutes.
I don't know the temperature. I don't know if that little oven had a flame. Maybe probably now. Maybe just had a broiler maybe. But probably the ingredients look bad. Only the sausage is the only thing I can see that didn't burn.
That was a burnt pizza, huh?
A little bit more salt, basil. Break it on there so it's first thing you smell when it gets to the table.
Only sauce, cheese, and basil on this pizza because that's Richie's favorite. So here's a pizza for my Richie.
The first thing that you smell when it gets to the table, I said before, huh? Oh, trust me. That's not going to be the first thing that they smell when it comes to the table. It's going to be a burnt pizza. This is the first thing that they're going to smell when it comes to the table.
The burnt pizza, yeah. Look, I'm sure if you're hungry, you can eat all of them. I'm sure I can eat all 3 of them. I'm hungry, okay, give me food. I need to eat. But you're not teaching nothing. You're actually making the world no better by sharing these videos.
When I was in Napoli a couple years ago, we went to 50 Calò.
Oh, great pizza. One of the best in Italy, yes.
Very tough to get a reservation, by the way. Anyway, we went in one night and we were sitting down to a table of Italians next to us, and they, I think, were locals. They went there a lot. And one of the women got a burnt pizza. And she checked it, she looked at it, and it didn't look that bad. It just had a couple black spots in the bottom, a couple, not much. But she complained about it. She sent it back and they made her another pizza. Some people like it, some people don't. And a good pizza restaurant or good pizzeria will make you another pizza. I would highly recommend to do a gastronomic tour in Naples.
Not only pizzas, but the desserts, the pastas, the street food.
The other one, I forget, what is it? Pasta fritta, no?
Yes, it's called frittatina. Frittatina is made with bucatini, peas, white mince, like a white ragu, and then it's deep fried. Oh.
If you don't eat a lot of fried food, be careful because a lot of food is actually fried in Naples. Even a fried pizza fritta.
Oh, you guys should go and watch. My videos are filmed in Naples. Please go and watch them. They're so good.
It looks good.
I think it looks delicious, and I know it tastes delicious.
Looks good, if I say so myself.
No, Steve, no. Steven is the winner.
Now I'm actually going to taste this.
Oh, good.
That's good.
Yeah, good. Does have the characteristics of a wood
Liar.
Sadie sauce.
Liar.
Good dough. You can't beat it.
This is gonna be my Tinder profile.
At least he's honest. He's never cooked in his life. He did a great job. Bravo.
I said this the first time reviewing this, I'll say it again. Steven did the best, Beth did the second best, and Sim, no thank you. If I had to pick any other pizzas, I'd pick Steven's.
It's funny because Sims make the best dough. He made the best dough. He made the bigger. He made the best dough. So when he started, I said, wow, this pizza is going to be sensational. When he assembled, that was a mistake. So that's what he has to work on, the assembling.
Everyone, let us know down below, out of these 3 pizzas, which ones do you like? From 1 to 3. But Sim's pizza, I'm sorry, that just looks burnt.
Doesn't look like
Not
a pizza
nice.
at all.
No.
Go back to bake. No, make bread, don't make pizza.
Well, we did learn something. We learned how to play with the food with our fingers, and we did learn on how to get a little bit of extra color on your pizza. This we did.
True.
Vincenzo, it's been a pleasure. Thank you for doing this with us today. And guys, be sure to go over to Vincenzo's channel after seeing this and see our review on his channel. And give him a like, a share, subscribe.
Thank you, James. Thank you so much. It's been always a pleasure. We do this with passion so you guys can cook better at home.
Pasta, cream, bacon. Cream?
No cream.
Hi guys, we're gonna make spaghetti carbonara, a classic Italian dish. Pasta, cheese, bacon. What's not to love, right? But it's really controversial. I wanna give you what I think is the most authentic recipe.
Right off the bat, Jamie is saying cream, bacon.
Look, he knows better than that. Come on, he can't be serious, you know? He did make a joke about the cream, the bacon. I don't believe he's using bacon because, you know, I lived in England and you can find anything in England.
So first up, guys, you only need 5 ingredients. Guanciale. This is the cured cheek of pork. And as you can see, it's all about the fat. It's salted, it's got pepper, it's dried, and it's aged. Of course, it's similar to smoked bacon, and you can get some pretty good results, actually. But you can see this is quite lean. So try and get them to not cut off the fat, because you need it. Or there's pancetta.
Did you say similar to smoked bacon?
The problem is that in the US, it's smoked. In England, you can get bacon, like breakfast bacon. You can get bacon that's not smoked, which is great.
Because also pancetta and bacon is the belly, you know? But look how thin the pancetta and the bacon is. They go in a sandwich. They're too thin.
Guys, what you can do is that if you can find in your grocery store like a thick cut bacon, use that, or use a thick cut pancetta and cut it yourself.
Then most people use Parmesan, but actually the more classic is Pecorino Romano. Sheep's cheese, it's crumbly, it's salty, free-range organic egg.
Bleh. You know one thing, lots of people say, I want to use mix of Parmigiano and Pecorino, because sometimes the Pecorino can be very salty. You got Pecorino from Sardinia, you got Pecorino from Abruzzo, Pecorino from the south, different Pecorino from Tuscany, and they're saltier than the Pecorino Romano from Rome, okay? They also aged longer. So try to use a young Pecorino Romano, which is normally the most common in the supermarkets.
For the life of you, when you're in Italy, guys, remember not to say pecorina.
Do you want to tell everyone what it means, pecorina?
Pecorino is the cheese.
Don't say it.
Pecorina, there's nothing wrong with pecorina. It means a kind of woof woof style. You need to be careful because if you go in Italy and you ask for pecorina, you're gonna get it. So stick with the pecorino.
Pasta, black pepper, and then optional garlic.
The garlic is useless, sorry, but the garlic doesn't give any flavors. You got the beautiful flavors from the guanciale, the pecorino, the egg. What is the garlic gonna do? What is it gonna do?
He's using 1 clove of garlic as well. The garlic will add a little bit of flavor. I understand that it's not something that you want to use, but a lot of people do add it.
At home, you can do whatever you want, but if you're a famous chef showing the recipe, you don't say that, okay? You want to use cream at home, use it. We're not coming to tell you not to use it, but if you're on national TV, you don't use cream or garlic.
First up, guys, grab the pasta by 2 hands, twist it into the water. By twisting it, it won't stick together. Put a tiny amount of salt in this water because the cheese and the guanciale is salty. This beautiful pasta takes 8 minutes to cook.
With Jamie saying that the pasta takes 8 minutes to cook is variable. You can read the packet, but you need to check it. Also, about the salt, even though there is a lot of salt in the guanciale, it will be salty. You may want to season the pasta a little more because the pasta contains no salt whatsoever. When they make dried pasta, they do not add salt to it.
You make a good point. Look, I like cheese, James. I normally put more cheese than less.
Me too.
I do put less salt in the water because I'm gonna abuse the cheese.
If you want the saltiness and you don't want to spend as much money on the cheese because it's expensive, it really is, especially in the US for like Parmigiano or Pecorino, it's very expensive. Add salt. It will save you money with the cheese. And that way it'll last a lot longer in the fridge.
So I've got my guanciale. I'm going to remove the skin and I'm going to take a nice centimetre slice of the guanciale, roughly chop this to about 1/2 centimetre chunks.
Depending on what type of guanciale you get, sometimes like they make guanciale here in Spain and the one that I buy, they don't add the skin to it. So when they add like the pepper to the top of the guanciale, it's directly on the fat.
The pepper on the fat adds flavors, it's flavors, okay? Some people like to remove that peppery part because it's too much pepper, okay? I don't personally like to remove it, I like it. Depends how much there is on top. But now he's gonna cook the guanciale on a medium-high heat. That's too much. We're not cooking a steak, okay? Guanciale needs to be cooked slowly, it needs to sweat. It's a process that takes between 5 to 7 minutes on a medium-low heat, okay? Don't cook the pasta yet. Focus on the guanciale first.
Now this I agree with you, Vincenzo. If you don't want to rush while cooking, pre-cook the guanciale first as the first step, because the guanciale, once you cook it to where it's still a little soft in the center, you don't need to cook it anymore. You can leave that off to the side and then cook the pasta after you make the sauce and have that ready. So it's right there, and then you can add everything together at the end. And for the life of you, don't break the pasta. It will actually sink into the pot. Yeah, it will get soft. You don't need to break the bloody pasta.
The thing is, if you need to break the pasta, just use a short pasta. It's already broken for you. Don't use spaghetti. Use something else.
Now, the pan, it's cold. Turn it on to a medium-high heat. The reason I want it cold is because I want to render the fat out. The guanciale goes in to the pan.
Very small
and this
pieces.
pan is getting hot.
It's not a mistake what he's doing, that's personal, but to me, he cut the guanciale too small. And then look, you have pieces of just fat. There are 2 ways of cutting guanciale in Rome. One is the chunk one, chunky, like more like a cube, but not small, chunky. That when you eat it, you feel like you're eating a steak. Or strips.
The best ways to cut it are either one, you cut them into like little 1 centimeter size cubes or a little smaller than 1 centimeter. And then you can also cut them into little lardons.
Give the garlic a crack and then put it in the pan. As this starts to sizzle, the fat will just pull out some of that perfume from the garlic. Then there's the black pepper. Get your peppercorns in a pestle and mortar, crack it. Get a little sieve. This is one of the most important little bits. And no one really does it, okay? Honestly. This is the outer skin. This is much milder. What we have here is the inside part, the peppercorn, which is hotter, perfect for a good hot carbonara. The guanciale is getting golden.
That's a lot of pepper to put in with the guanciale. Just before we talk about this, what Jamie just showed by actually sieving the black pepper, I said this before, it's a very good tip. This is what we normally do.
I really love what he did with the black pepper. It's beautiful, okay? It's a detail that maybe I don't pay too much attention to because I like to crack it right at the end or in the egg. But it's a nice touch what he did. The biggest mistake here is that you don't put the pepper to the guanciale. It's a big mistake. The pepper goes with the eggs. The guanciale already has the pepper, already has the flavors.
Well, what Jamie did, remember Vincenzo, he cut off the top layer. So maybe he's trying to compensate by adding a little more back in.
And why did you remove it then? I don't understand.
He
you
didn't want
remove
the skin. The skin.
The skin has to come off. Well, but the skin comes off because the skin doesn't burn. The skin doesn't cook. So did you remove the top part as well? Maybe I missed that part.
I think he did.
So you got the skin, which is the skin of the pork, and then there is the other part where you got pepper. If you remove that, then don't remove it.
When you're adding a lot of finely coursed black pepper to the pan, a hot pan, you want to be careful not to burn it. Before doing it like this, you could toast the peppercorns separately in a dry pan, toast them, and then crack them. And that will add more flavor. And like Vincenzo said, you can add that to the eggs separately. And then you don't need to toast the black pepper with the guanciale.
Now let's get onto the eggs. Eggs are really, really delicate. And if you don't treat these right, you end up with stir-fried noodles. And we don't want that. I'm gonna take a bowl and I'm gonna crack the egg straight into there. And I'm just gonna add a little pecorino to that. So like 20 grams.
One egg, sorry, so one egg is not really enough. 20 grams of pecorino, come on, you got money, use more. But one egg, no. Normally you need to use 1 egg per person. Now, to make the secret to make the carbonara creamy, it is to use the egg yolk.
Eggs are super expensive right now. You may only can use one. But if you use like organic eggs, where the chickens have been eating a very rich diet, the egg yolks will be super, super orange. Like not even yellow, orange. And they will taste better. And if you can't get chicken eggs, use a duck egg. They're bigger.
There is a restaurant in Rome, which in my opinion makes the best carbonara in Rome. It's called Maritozzo Rosso. It's open for lunch. And the carbonara they serve is $16 for a plate. 16, right? But they use fresh pasta. The reason why is because it's quick for them to cook. In 2 minutes it's ready. And they use eggs from a city in Tuscany, Livorno, where there is a farm that feeds chickens carrots.
Everybody, be sure to be taking some notes so you remember where to go when you visit Italy, yeah?
Time sensitive, so we're gonna have a little whisk up. We've got dark guanciale. We've got the fat that's come out of it. And that's what you want. You want attitude and color. Now, I'm gonna remove that garlic. Turn the heat off.
He's using a non-stick pan, and he's using his little tongs on the non-stick to mix everything together. This is a big no-no. These are not hex-clad pans.
Well, Jamie doesn't pay for those pans because they are his pans. Tefal, he did a collaboration with Tefal. The thing is, he's under pressure, he's cooking.
He started the cooking process the other way around. Now the pasta is already done, and he's having to rush. So, and he has cameras. He doesn't have to worry about the cameras and everything, not like us where we have to adjust all the bloody cameras. Take your time and do it the other way. Cook the guanciale first and then cook the pasta and then play on Instagram or TikTok or whatever.
Woo! Yeah! And you're gonna drag the pasta and the water into the pan. Use the water to stop the frying. Bit of water. That water and the fat, that is what's going to emulsify to become a creamy sauce.
Well, you make it fun, Jamie, so I want to do it too now,
No frying at all. Only then can we think about adding our egg.
Jamie's a character, and this is why we love him. He's very theatrical, but for the life of you, if you don't want to clean up the kitchen, you don't need to be using the tongs to flick the water into the saute pan. Well, a lot of people ask, why has Jamie Oliver been so successful? Because Jamie has a good character. He's very good on camera. Okay, some of the recipes, especially some of them, they're not the best.
Salt, pepper, and 2 tablespoons of mango chutney. Sweet, spicy, and very, very delicious.
Mango chutney. But he makes up for it with the character, and he can sell anything.
As we toss, we add some more liquid. Ha ha! That's the cream. You get the cream through the emulsification of the cooking water and the fat, and technique and timing. So as simple as this is, it's technical. Get your friends, your family, get them around the table, glass of wine. Look at that, guys, look at that.
If you look closely, I think that Jamie scrambled the eggs.
He did put lots of water. It looks creamy, but also might be a little bit watery, but that's okay, because what happens is when you mix the water, the eggs, the pecorino, by the time you serve it, it thickens up. It didn't do a bad job, okay? It could have been done better. In my opinion, I would use more eggs and definitely more cheese. There is one safe method to use. It requires you to use a bowl, like a stainless steel bowl.
So basically what you're saying is to use a bain-marie.
That's right. Yes, but don't boil the water. The water should be off because the steam is enough. Yeah, a bain-marie technique. That's right.
Well, Vincenzo, you need to check out my carbonara video one day because I think you'll like it.
Okay. Well, that's maybe. What about we review it together and I will do it live? You can't say anything.
It's a little strange recording yourself and then, reviewing yourself. It's a little different.
Carbonara! And you finish with more pepper. Wow! I'm so excited. Spaghetti, carbonara, with a beautiful little finishing of pecorino. That is as classic as I can give you guys. From chefs, from nonnas. It's about quality ingredients, the guanciale, the pecorino romana, quality eggs, the pepper, the technique of the pepper, good pasta.
I think he did an okay job for homes. I mean, Jamie cannot make this type of mistakes, but for someone who makes it at home, it's another experience. But don't mention nonnas, because there's nothing nonnas in this dish. I don't know why people mention nonnas. You always want some extra guanciale, crispy guanciale on the side to top up, to put on top of your dish. Overall, I think it's okay. I believe you will be happy to eat this, James.
I actually remade Jamie's carbonara about 2 years ago, I think now, and it wasn't bad. The only real critique besides chopping up the guanciale and everything that I had was that he added too much black pepper to it. If you like a lot of black pepper, that's fine, but if I had to sell this and I had to serve this to somebody at a restaurant, they would complain.
I think you need balance. That's why it's important to learn how to balance. I think the secret in life, whatever you do, it's about balance.
What my dad used to do when he was making pasta at home at night is he would put in whole peppercorns into the pasta. So that way, when I was little, I was like 6 or 7, I'd be putting whole peppercorns in my mouth and it'd just pop.
Wow.
And I hated it. He used to do this just to get, for fun. And it's like, trust me, peppercorns are spicy.
Yeah.
And if you want to see your little kid squirm, add some whole peppercorns in the pasta.
Come on. There's a little platter for 2 people. And of course, the most important thing when you eat pasta is don't watch it, eat it. That, my friends, is a thing of joy.
What a beautiful dish.
We didn't talk about this during the video, but what are the other types of pasta that you would recommend?
I know it's not easy to find in the supermarkets, but thick spaghetti called spaghettone quadrato is the best one to use. Rigatoni, in a way, you need more eggs and more cheese because the rigatoni absorb more, plus the sauce has to go inside.
I also heard a recommendation of using, was it bucatini?
Bucatini is also, like, old school people use it, like even the nonni, they do it.
Guys, bucatini is a type of spaghetti that has a little hole through it. It's like a straw, basically.
So I actually made ravioli carbonara too. Crazy, I think it's the most beautiful thing, I have a food-related thing I've ever created.
Overall, Vincenzo, what would you rate this carbonara on a 1 to 10?
Look, we have to be nice to Jamie. He did a much better job than other chefs. Maybe a 6.5, a 7, just be kind. What do you think? 6.5?
No, I think 6.5 is pretty good. I mean, if he added, I'm surprised he didn't add any mango chutney to this because he's capable of adding it. Yeah? He added mango chutney to mac and cheese.
Did he?
Mac and cheese, yes.
I mean, he put chili jam in the fried rice, so after that, anything is possible.
No, he likes the flavors. Yeah, he said that a friend told him once to use mango chutney in the mac and cheese.
Must have been drunk.
Probably talking to himself in the mirror.
It's interesting because years ago I didn't see so many bad things, but today, after rewatching it, I realized that he made some mistakes that can be easily fixed. But you know what? Simplicity is what makes you happier in life. So keep it simple, don't overcomplicate. Keep it simple, you never go wrong.
This is very true, and it's true with a lot of things.
We're gonna make homemade deep pan cauliflower cheese pizza. Making ordinary veg extraordinary.
James, you didn't tell me this. You just told me it was a pizza video. What is that?
This is why I wanted you to see it with me. Today, Jamie is going to be making a cauliflower cheese pizza.
Okay.
So I think he's trying to go, I don't know, he's trying to make it a little different than the normal pizza that we're used to.
You've never seen a pizza like it. Beautiful cauliflower in a cheesy white sauce. Life doesn't get much better than this.
That's a deep dish pizza.
That's what I was going to say. This is more like a Chicago style or deep dish, yeah?
100%.
And as for you can't get anything better in life, well, I'm sorry to say, but I don't consider cauliflower pizza the best thing in life. I think there are better things than that. I don't know. Maybe spending some time on a beach somewhere in Greece.
That sounds good.
I don't know.
Maybe he hasn't lived life enough.
Maybe he's been in England too long.
It's two of the best things in my life. Cauliflower cheese from Sunday roast and homemade pizza. So let's do the dough. I've got some strong flour. All you need is 500 grams. Get that in a nice little pile like that. Just gonna put a little bit here for dusting and make a well in the middle of the flour.
It kind of looks like he's making pasta, doesn't it?
To me, it does. It looks like he's making pasta. Why don't you use a bowl or anyway? That's what he wants to do.
The best thing to do is not to do it on the countertop, but to actually do it in like a bowl. That way you keep the mess in the bowl. If you use the countertop, you need to make sure that your countertop isn't porous, because what can happen if it's not clean? It can have bacteria in there, it can smell, and you don't want that smell, the odor, and the flavor in the dough.
Into it, dissolve 7 grams of yeast with 300 milliliters of lukewarm water and mix away. Bring in more of the flour. Just move that around. Look at that.
The consistency is good. Jamie does work with a lot of pasta, so he knows how to make pasta, and I haven't seen him make mini pizzas, but the consistency right now looks pretty good.
Yes.
And now we're going and just give it a good kneading. Every culture has its own way to make a flatbread and to fill it and flavour it in different ways. Just like those ladies in Dagenham, you know, they were doing it with all those lovely greens and herbs. You can see it's almost cleaning the surface here. So after a couple of minutes of really good kneading, you can see that what you've got is an elastic, stretchable, wet but not sticky dough. Get it together as a ball.
Now, real quick, guys, just to show you Jamie making this, he has experience. You can see how much technique that he's actually putting into this while kneading the dough. He's doing a good job. Like I said many times, yeah, not all his recipes are my favorite. Most of them I don't like, actually, but it doesn't mean that he doesn't know what he's doing. He does. It's just sometimes he makes things a little different to try to spice up, you know, your dinner and your lunch and try to make you cook.
Give it a little dusting. Oil up a bowl and pop it in. Cover with a hot, damp cloth and leave it to rise for an hour.
Now, he put olive oil in there, okay? I've got pizza chefs friends who always say to me, the olive oil doesn't give anything to your pizza dough. I know they're right, but me, homemade pizza, passionate cook, I always put extra virgin olive oil in the dough. I like it, you know, and I like to put some in the bowl like you did. It doesn't do anything, okay? In a way, to me, the texture, the feel is a little bit different with olive oil. I find it more elastic, okay? But I think you put too much in the bowl. You don't need to put olive oil in the bowl to prevent to get sticky. Doesn't do that. Doesn't work that way.
When you watch a lot of pizza chefs, instead of adding oil to the tray, because obviously when you're thinking like in a pizzeria, they're making like hundreds, if not thousands, of bloody pizza balls a day.
Yes.
A lot of them dust with a little bit of flour. So they use the dry method. They don't use wet.
That's right.
And that way, it doesn't stick as much.
I can get on with the cauliflower cheese. So first up, we need an onion. Finely slice it and whack 50 grams of butter into a pan.
I like that knife and I like how it cuts. And I like that beautiful chasseur pot. I've got the same pot at home. Copper pot. Beautiful. Oh, I love it.
Yeah, copper pots are fantastic. If you can afford them, they're fantastic, but
it was
they're
a
some of the
present.
most expensive pots in existence.
It was.
Yeah, oh, okay, well, hey, if it's a present, that's fine.
But it does cook very well.
It's going to start the beginnings of a white sauce. Ramp it up with 4 fresh bay leaves, add the onions and a splash of water and fry them for 10 minutes.
He's going to saute the onions. Why add the water to saute? That's not going to saute the onions. You're going to boil them because you have to evaporate the water to be able to saute. You saute with fat. I think Jamie was just adding a quick cheat so they don't burn, so he can walk away and do something else at the time. But there is a way to caramelize the onions quickly if you want to, but you have to do it on mid to high heat and you have to keep an eye on them, otherwise they burn.
So 2 tablespoons of flour. It will thicken up straight away.
I think he's actually making the cheese sauce, so he may be making sauce mornay.
As a base.
With as the base, yeah.
Then we want to think about adding the milk. And I want 700 millilitres of nice organic whole milk. Slowly but surely, add in the milk. It will come together thick to gooey to looser to silky white sauce.
All right. So you made an onion bechamel.
Well, the actual bechamel to make in France is with onion. It's with a studded onion. This is the old way of making a bechamel. A little bit of nutmeg, you season it.
Yes.
In Spain, it's just a simple flour and butter. That's it.
That's how we do it in Italy too, yes.
2 teaspoons of English mustard.
Of course. Of course, of course. I was waiting for that moment. I was waiting. Of course, that's what I wanted. English mustard.
The thing is, I mean, when you're making a mac and cheese, English mustard is used in the sauce for mac and cheese.
Are we making mac and cheese
But
today?
he's not making a mac and cheese today. He's making a bloody pizza.
Did he say it is the best thing ever, blah, blah, blah. Okay.
That'll give it a fantastic colour and a delicious flavour. Now for the main attraction, a whole cauliflower, every bit of it. I really like the leaves in this dish.
What? He's going to be using the cauliflower leaves.
Have you watched Gordon Ramsay's latest pasta? You don't watch it, please.
No, I haven't.
did a reaction
I haven't
video
seen
to
it.
it. I did a reaction video and I was like, oh my God, unbelievable. He basically used a lettuce. He put lettuce in the pasta sauce. Like he used lettuce, like he's making sancho bao. Like it's insane how these people.
Well, I'm actually curious to see how he's going to be using the cauliflower leaves in this, because they're just cauliflower leaves. It's not a part of the cauliflower you normally use.
No.
Florets, finely sliced stalks, everything. Cauliflower is going to immediately flavour the white sauce. Gently simmer. Give it the odd stir here and there for 30 minutes, then fold in 120 grams of gorgeous cheddar cheese.
Wait. I didn't understand he was going to do that. I didn't understand he was going to put the cauliflower in the white sauce.
No. Neither did I, eh?
And how are you going to cook the cauliflower in the sauce? By the way, it's so thick.
But this is what Jamie was saying. Cook it for 30 minutes. So you already made the bechamel. You already added the flour. You already added the butter. You already added everything. It's a finished sauce. Now you're going to cook it for 30 minutes with florets, cauliflower florets that are about this big, yeah? They're about 1 inch across. It's going to take more than, about 30 minutes to cook. But if you're not careful with that bechamel, it's going to burn. You have to continuously stir it. The proper way would have been boiling the cauliflower or even baking the cauliflower or sauteing the cauliflower.
Yes.
There's a lot of different ways to cook it. And then adding it.
So come on, Jamie, what are you doing?
The pizza dough's had an hour, and as you can see, it's doubled in size. You can cook it in a big tray, you can go thin crust, or you can cook it in a big, round, non-stick pan, go thick crust, deep pan.
He's going deep dish today.
But it looks good, the dough, I have to say. I like the bubble as well.
Yeah, no, the dough, it looks okay. It looks all right.
You're going to prove and cook the pizza dough in the same pan. Less washing up, so check it can go in the oven before you oil it up. And simply shape the dough to fit. Use this part of your palm and just push it up the rim of the pan.
That dough didn't rise enough. As you can see, it's stiff. It's going to be like extremely heavy. It's going to be like a bread. It's going to be a big loaf. It's a lot of dough in there, okay?
All right, Jamie is giving good advice on how to stretch it with the palm of your hand and not just your fingertips. This is good, but he could have halved that recipe. And just because it's a deep dish pizza doesn't mean it needs to be a super thick crust.
And let's get our cauliflower cheese. Make sure you get every last bit of that sauce. Level it off. Let this prove again for the second time until it's doubled in size.
He could have made it a lot easier, the sauce. I'm sorry. He could have made a lot easier, the sauce. And he could have treated the cauliflower a little bit better. He didn't treat the cauliflower very well. I'm sorry.
Hey, guys, if this video gets to 500,000 views, I'm not promising, but we may remake the recipe. But I'm not promising because I honestly don't want to make this. I've never eaten the leaves of a cauliflower head before, and I don't really want to eat cauliflower leaves.
Prove away. The dough is going to prove around the cauliflower cheese and double in size for an extra deep pan crust. You ready? Come on. It's just like puffed up. I'm not sure if I want to sleep on it or eat it.
Well, I wouldn't want to do either, to be honest.
In we go. Don't slam it down and don't slam the door. Get the pan onto the bottom of the oven
can see it's
for
dry.
a beautiful crispy base. Then cook on high for about 25 minutes or until gorgeously golden. Look at that.
To be honest, look at it, it looks all right. So if I buy the book and I see this photo, I go, oh, way, let's make it. It looks interesting.
Yeah, then you look at the ingredients and you go,
Cauliflower cheese, deep pan pizza. High. Wrong, but right. Beautiful.
wrong.
Look at that bread. That's a bread. That's a bread. See, that bread is dry.
And not only that, there's no air pockets in this. Oh my goodness. What is this?
Definitely not something you can eat.
Right, time to eat, lovely people. I went in too quick. It was very hot, but it was worth it.
He's not enjoying
oh my
it.
Lord, it's cheesy.
He burned his mouth is what he did. When it's too quick, that's why he's fanning.
You see his face? So, what is this? Oh, must be the English mustard.
I don't know. I don't think he put enough English mustard in that for this, but I think it was hot. But it's a cheese sauce. It just came out of the oven. It's hot.
It's oozy on a really fluffy, crispy pizza. Welcome to the wonderful world of cauliflower cheese, deep pan pizza.
He's so fake. How can he fake that? That was super fake.
The thing is, though, with Jamie tasting this, he may like it. He may like this recipe, but it's not super fluffy. If you look at it, there's no air. It's super dense. When you don't have air in the dough, it's dense. When you have a lot of air, it's fluffy. It's the opposite of the statement. Guys, let us know in the comments what you think about this monstrosity. Do you think it looks tasty? Would you eat it? Because to me personally, the sauce looks a little sad. I mean, the nicest way I can say is just doesn't look nice. But be sure to check out Vincenzo's channel after seeing this video, with the other video that we reviewed. Be sure to give it a like and a share as well, and subscribe to his channel if you haven't done so already. Thank you, Vincenzo, for seeing this video with us today.
No, I'm going to say thanks to you because you introduced me to this video.
Well,
Definitely don't
I'm sorry.
it.
I know, it was a little bit of torture with Vincenzo, but it was a lot more fun to do it with you today because that way, you know, I can get an Italian's perspective on an Italian dish that Jamie is making.
This Italian chef, Vincenzo Plate, he challenging Uncle Roger.
Every video you do is egg fried rice, egg fried rice. Can you actually cook something else? Or you only cook one dish? Huh? Maybe that's why Auntie Ellen left you.
He insult my egg fried rice and my marriage. Okay, Vincenzo, in this video, Uncle Roger gonna make my own carbonara. Show you I'm not just one trick pony.
Vincenzo, you went like heavy on Uncle Roger, no?
You know what? I did go very heavy. It was a lot of fun. I was expecting him to go heavy on me. I think he was very kind, and I think I went very heavy. And when I mentioned Auntie Ellen, after watching the video, I feel bad. But I had fun. I had a lot of fun.
No, I'll tell you what though, when I first reviewed this video, I saw you do this, I thought, my goodness, Vincenzo has it out for Uncle Roger.
I am ready. Now that I'm thinking about this, I'm sorry, Uncle Roger. I love you so much. Nigel, you're such a nice guy. Honestly, guys, Nigel, Uncle Roger, he's even funnier and nicer in real life, you know, when you talk to him. He's such a wonderful man.
Oh, hello, Auntie Liz. Uncle Roger back at your restaurant because I need to use your kitchen, even though I've been fired from here 2 times now.
Yeah, can't seem to get rid of you, Uncle Roger. I hear this Italian chef has challenged you to make some pasta.
Hi, Uncle Roger. You have been reviewing so many egg fried rice videos, but every video you do is egg fried rice, e basta. basta, is enough. I am challenging you to make spaghetti alla carbonara. Do not follow your best friend Gordon Ramsay because he uses peas and creme fraiche for carbonara. The challenge is on. Bring it on. Fuyo.
Hi, he insulting Uncle Gordon and he can't even say fuyo correctly.
It's true. I cannot say it still today. Fuyo. Fuyo. Aya. Aya.
A few people have told me that fui yo in Spanish, because we do say it, but it's two words. Fui, which is it was, and then yo, which is I. It was me. That actually means
Yes.
it was me in Spanish, if you separate the words. I know it's probably a little strange seeing yourself, like, talk to Uncle Roger here in this video and now reviewing it, but what are you thinking like right now? Like,
I haven't watched this video for a long time, and to be honest, I'm excited. I'm actually very happy to watch this video and to react to this video with you. It was a beautiful time reacting and doing this with Uncle Roger, and I'm pumped. I'm enjoying it.
Okay, Vincenzo, Uncle Roger gonna make carbonara. So easy. Step 1, if you use cream, throw it out. You make Italian people cry because cream is like Italian people chili jam.
So, Uncle Roger, you can't do a carbonara without some good quality black pepper.
Correct.
I got you this very special Sarawak black pepper.
Sarawak, oh, this black pepper from Malaysia. See, there's no good black pepper from Singapore. That's where Auntie Liz from.
I have to say that Auntie Liz, she's amazing. Since Uncle Roger introduced all of us to her, I follow her, on Instagram and on YouTube. She's amazing. She's really so passionate. She's so good. She knows so much about food. And I cannot wait to go back to London, which I lived there for 3 years and I have great memories. And I want to go back to London soon with my boys and go and eat there. I cannot wait to eat Auntie Liz's food and try the whole menu. Like, she is so wonderful.
no, I agree, Uncle Roger, I was going to call you Uncle Roger. I agree, Vincenzo, that the next time I go to London, I have a few people I want to see, and I want to go to May's restaurant, Elizabeth's restaurant.
When I lived in London between 2004 and 2007, the food scene wasn't great, right? London has never been famous for food, but I have friends who still live in London, and they're telling me that now London is one of the best places in the world for food.
No, I remember I was there in 2015 and I was working at Berners Tavern under Jason Atherton, and we had some of the best mac and cheese in the city. We had an excellent menu, excellent restaurant. A lot of like movie stars and everyone came to visit. And when I was there, food in London was good, but it was starting to get expensive. I mean, everything's expensive, but thinking about it now, more than 10 years later, the price increases.
And also, there's a present for you, because I know how much you like pounding.
Oh, Auntie Liz know Uncle Roger too well. I love pounding. Is this how peanut allergy guy pound you?
A little bit faster.
Oh, Uncle Roger likes slow and sensual. Is this what you do?
Don't make too much mess.
Hiya.
Glad I'm not wearing a low-cut top today.
No, you should wear low-cut top. This perfect for your OnlyFans.
OnlyFans?
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
Oh, you don't know what OnlyFans is? They sell naked photo for money.
I remember reviewing this one. This one is a funny video, but
Really
God, this is not PG. Golly. Jeez. And you think, like, kids watch them and everything.
But he can say this, doesn't matter, he can say it. See, if you or I say this, he'll probably be in jail. So, like he can say whatever he wants. And that's the power of Uncle Roger.
And Vincenzo, the meat you need for carbonara is this thing, guanciale.
It's from the pig's cheeks. It's got a really good flavour and lots of fat in it.
Don't use bacon. Don't use pancetta. They for poor people.
What would you use if your niece and nephews can't find guanciale?
If niece and nephew can't find guanciale, then get your shit together and move to better neighborhood.
You know the funny thing, Vincenzo, is that with every single carbonara recipe, everyone explains what guanciale is, which is good, but everyone explains where the guanciale comes from, the cheek.
But the guanciale is an important ingredient that I find it more and more and more everywhere now. I live regional Australia, and I don't find it in supermarkets yet, but I find it in delicatessen. They all have it. Even some butchers have it, you know, so it's big, there's a demand for it, right? And pork is everywhere. Wherever pork is available, you can find guanciale. But if you cannot find it, use pancetta. Pancetta is fine. Pancetta is actually fine.
Vincenzo, in Italy, do you normally eat more pork or do they normally eat like more beef or chicken?
Look, it's hard to, it depends on the region, it's hard to tell, but pork is very popular, you know?
Because I'll tell you what, here in Spain, people that don't eat pork have a little bit of a hard life here because pork is the most popular type of meat in Spain. It is everywhere.
Do you know in the region where I'm from, like I'm not from Naples, right? Naples is Naples, but I'm from Abruzzo, and my city, Pescara, makes a Pescara pizza. They are little pizzas, and it's kind of similar to the normal pizza dough, let's say Napolitan dough, but what they add in the dough is lard. And okay, so when you eat the pizza, not only is tasty, it's heavy, that's why it's small. And it's a bomb, like you eat one, two sometimes. Yeah, you have two. If I have it for dinner, I can even have three. That's my meal, 3 little pizzette.
Speaking about pizzas, Vincenzo, I made a pizza recipe recently. You may want to see it when it comes out.
Oh, okay, now I'm worried. Okay. A reaction is coming. Oh, stay tuned, guys. We're about to react to James' easy pizza.
Now you need to chop your guanciale to little strip. How I do?
Looks good, nice and even.
My chopping improved since last time?
Yeah.
But what I found out in the last 2 years I've been going back to Italy is that many chefs now they're removing also the pepper, you know, the pepper on top, which gives flavors. So the way you make guanciale, normally it's pepper and salt. Some people put garlic, you know, but then the garlic comes off. There's no garlic, you know, like they added for flavoring, you know, when during the curing process. But they actually remove that part now. Why? Because when you cook the guanciale in the pan, the pan doesn't go black and you don't have too much pepper. It's just a choice, you know, like what he's doing now is not wrong. I've done this many times and I'll still do it. But I found out the chefs are right. If you remove the peppery part, the guanciale is a bit more delicate.
Everyone, make sure that there are no hairs in the skin, okay? This is another big no-no, yeah? Because this happens more often than you think, and then you get a little hair in your food. It's disgusting.
Can happen, especially if you go to a restaurant. It happened to me many years ago. I went to a restaurant who served a wild boar ragu, which is one of my favorite ragus, right? When the pasta was served with wild boar ragu, the meat was there, it was big chunks. That was another mistake. You know, the meat was too big that it didn't go well with the pasta. But it was airy. It was really airy. And I didn't eat it. I felt bad for the chef, and normally I feel bad. I didn't eat it.
I don't eat that. Sorry. No. And if there's a cricket or there's like a little cockroach, even less, yeah?
But that's free at least. You didn't pay for it. I gave it to you for free.
Yeah, you'll get it for free. No, the trick is to eat part of it and then complain after you already ate a little bit.
Just be careful of the knife, it's very, very sharp.
Hiya, stop woman-splaining. Uncle Roger used sharp knife before.
It's chef-splaining.
Win 1 Michelin star and now so arrogant.
Get out.
Cut away skin on the guanciale because nobody wants foreskin on your pork.
Oh, God. Sorry, children.
Don't steal Uncle Roger catchphrase. You see here, this the skin. Don't take this part off. This where all the flavor is. Now we slice it into strip. Auntie Liz, you right, your knife very sharp.
So Uncle Roger's actually doing a good thing. He is taking the skin off. And since he is using her knife, she has a sharp knife, yeah? And is working just fine. Actually, Nigel, Uncle Roger, is cutting the guanciale okay. I mean, this is supposedly the first time he's ever making it.
Even the way he's cutting it, look at his, he's holding the knife. It must be a bit scary. That knife must have been very sharp.
It is so easy, if none of you have used a super sharp knife before, to cut yourself. And if you don't have knife skills, whoa, you can lose a finger.
Should cut through like butter.
Fuyo, so pretty. Look at this. Can you eat guanciale raw?
I wouldn't recommend it.
I think you can. It cured. There's no bacteria on there. And of course, you can't make spaghetti carbonara without spaghetti. But when you buy spaghetti, niece and nephew, only buy the good stuff. See, this one, so yellow. This is stuff you get from regular grocery store. Tastes like shit.
Good on
Throw
you.
it out.
Good on you. Well done. Well done. Well done, Uncle Roger. I forgot about this part. Well done. Good job.
Doesn't it also depend on how the pasta is made? Because a lot of the pasta, some of it is 100% or more semolina, and others, they're super yellow. Others are not, but they're more white.
Let's not confuse, for everyone who's watching, the fresh egg pasta and the dry pasta from the supermarket. Fresh egg pasta has to be yellow because you use eggs, okay? When we talk about semolina, durum wheat flour, right, pasta, so the one in the packet in the video, that is made with water and semolina, right? So you're expecting the semolina to be good quality, but it's the drying process that makes the difference. So when you dry the pasta, you're supposed to dry the pasta at low temperatures for a longer time, okay? Originally it used to be, the sun would be, outside would be 30, 40 degrees. The pasta would dry outside, under the sun, for 3 days. Now with machines, you can do it within, I don't know, between 10 and 30 hours at low temperature. When you dry the pasta at high temperatures, in a short time, you get the orange pasta, dark orange pasta, right? And maybe the flour is not good as well, I don't know. You know, that's, I don't know. But what happened is then they got the extruder. Could be bronze cut or tefal, like plastic.
But look at this one. This the good shit. And Uncle Roger also prefers spaghettoni to regular spaghetti because Uncle Roger fancy.
What's the difference between spaghettoni and spaghetti?
Oh, it's just thicker.
Things are better when they're thicker.
Uncle Roger trying to make family-friendly video. Oh, subscribe to Auntie Liz's channel. She makes so many dirty jokes on there.
This is not a PG video, this one. They had fun making this video. You can tell both of them did.
Liz enjoyed, yeah.
When you take spaghetti out, you want to throw away the broken spaghetti. Because broken spaghetti only for broken family. Don't use it.
Uncle Roger, do you know how the Italians measure portions for spaghetti? You just go like that.
Oh, but then if your hand's small, you eat less.
Yeah.
Auntie Liz very used to this motion.
No, unbelievable.
One right after another, huh?
And they're still friends.
Now we're gonna make the carbonara sauce. For the sauce, Uncle Roger loves to use either 1 or 2 egg yolk per portion, depending on how many baby chicken you want to kill. This is pecorino. Don't use Parmesan, don't be basic. Now mix it all together. I know this Italian food, but Uncle Roger like to mix with chopstick. And some black pepper. And of course, the king of flavor, MSG. Don't put too much because guanciale already quite salty.
Too much MSG?
Yeah, Uncle Roger learned. Uncle Roger think in my fried rice video, I put too much MSG in there. So many people complaining.
It's alright, it was very salty.
I don't remember this. I didn't remember this, but you don't need MSG in pecorino.
No.
Because pecorino is the MSG, it's the Italian MSG. It's natural, it's full of flavors. The guanciale is full of flavors. What is the MSG gonna do?
He didn't add that much. He just added like a little pinch just because that's his, brand that he adds MSG.
Just for the show, yeah.
But because he doesn't need it, and he knows he doesn't need it, but he added just a little bit.
You want it to have this kind of creamy consistency. Do you want to eat this raw?
No.
It's just salmonella, don't be pussy. We cook our spaghettoni. Boil a pot of water. Usually we salt our pasta water with regular salt, but for Uncle Roger, I salt my pasta water with MSG. Just use feeling. When the water boiling, now time to put pasta in there.
He did the Jamie twist.
He did. Look, my nonna would never do that. She never done it in her life, right? You just put it in and then push the pasta in the water, right? But it's fancy, it's nice to do it, but not every Italian do it. So that you know, nonnas don't do that, okay? And that's a small pot. You need a larger pot because the spaghetti, the pasta needs space to dance, needs space to move.
It needs space to dance, yeah, yes it does.
Your saucepan not big enough?
You chose the saucepan, Uncle Roger.
Don't tell our viewer that. They think I am god of cooking.
No, you cannot You cannot boil pasta if the water is not boiling. Only when
That's
the
true.
water boils, you add the pasta in.
No, you're supposed to wait till it comes up to a roaring boil, drop the pasta in, and then you can bring it back up to a boil, but you want to leave it on a simmer because anytime that you add the top or a lid to the pasta while it's cooking, it normally overflows. This is another thing you want to watch out for.
Cook it for 10 minutes while the pasta cooking. We're gonna make our guanciale.
But
Auntie Liz, Uncle Roger know you don't have fire, so I brought my own fire. Give the guanciale some wok hei, make it more crispy.
Her restaurant, I guess, is only induction.
With induction, you should be able to cook normally. I know you don't have the fire, but the wok warms up anyway.
It does with induction. The thing is, I don't think Uncle Roger's used to cooking with induction. Well, he also wants to show off a little bit with the torch.
When there's 2 minutes left of your pasta cooking time, take some of your pasta water.
you want that starchy water for later.
Correct, and the water have MSG also. Have you had MSG pasta?
No, I haven't actually. This is going to be a first. It's always a first with you, Uncle Roger.
First is always good. Uncle Roger, remember my first time? Full of awkward and crying. Hopefully this first time better.
I've lost count on how many little jokes he's made already. Yeah?
I think this is one of the greatest videos he's done. Actually, he really performed very well. And you could see that this mostly wasn't prepared. It was really genuine. He laughed too.
This video is so natural. It is so good just because both of them are so natural in it.
And I believe it was the first video, cooking video together. And I don't know, he was pumped by having Liz next to him. She had a lot of fun too, you know. You can see that she's more comfortable now in front of the camera, but back then in this video.
Camera shy.
Only time Uncle Roger will use colander. Pour in your pasta water. Now pour in your carbonara sauce. And now it's ready to be served.
The cameraman didn't record the inside. I remember this part.
I remember commenting on this too, is that I said that we needed like a top-down angle because we couldn't see. It looked from that angle, either like the cheese in the sauce didn't melt and still lumpy, or he scrambled it a little bit. One of the two.
She's got like a takeout restaurant, you know?
Sí.
Must be in a market, maybe Covent Garden, I don't know what it is. But basically, yeah, the induction is the best option she's got. Like, it's so fast.
I remember her saying in one of the videos that they did together that because she is next to the trains, because the train I guess runs near there or something, I don't know, it's because of the location, she cannot have an open flame.
Sprinkle in more black pepper. Shred in more pecorino. Here you go, Uncle Roger wok hei MSG carbonara. What you think? What you think?
Looks good. Let's try it.
Okay.
Uncle Roger using chopsticks.
Hiya. Italian-Asian fusion. It's good. Sorry. What do you think? Give the video answer and also give honest answer.
No, but it's nice.
I think he did an okay job. It's not the best carbonara, 100% it's not. But the steps he followed are great, and he did his best. And I'm pretty sure it's tasty.
Just by looking at it, he did an excellent job for not like cooking carbonara normally. He did an excellent job. And I think with the ingredients that he added, because he didn't do anything strange except for the MSG, it tastes pretty good. Maybe a little salty.
I like the guanciale. It tastes really, really good. The sour white pepper, really good.
Mwah. Anything I can improve?
More pecorino. A touch.
Vincenzo, here my carbonara. Auntie Liz approved. What you think? What you think? Why don't you review Uncle Roger carbonara video? See how I do. All your video is Italian food. Hiya, so boring. I sure all your children sick of your Italian food now. They want to eat something from different culture.
I love this part. I love what he says. Can you repeat it again? Listen to that. What you think? What you think? That's my favorite. I dream this during the night. I love it. Listen to that.
Vincenzo, here my carbonara. Auntie Liz approved. What you think? What you think? Why don't you review Uncle Roger Carbonara video? See how I do. All your video is Italian food. Hiya, so boring. I sure all your children sick of your Italian food now. They want to eat something from different culture. Vincenzo, Uncle Roger challenge you to make egg fried rice. It looks simple, but it not. So many people fuck it up. Remember, don't be like Jamie Oliver. Don't use chili jam. Niece and nephew, subscribe to Vincenzo channel and subscribe to Auntie Liz channel. It's gonna make so many good food video. And buy Auntie Liz cookbook.
There's no pasta dishes in there, but there's plenty of noodle dishes. Just hitting the link in the below. Can't seem to get rid of you, Nigel. Oh, sorry.
It's okay. People love the bloopers anyway, yeah.
There's so many bloopers in our videos.
Yeah. Buffering. Hiya.
These are crème fresh.
Yeah, and good.
Next kitchen I'm going to have is going to be soundproof.
Hey.
I work here too.
Auntie Liz, not famous enough.
Look, I think Uncle Roger is, he brought a lot of fun. He's not a carbonara master. He's not the best carbonara ever, but I think it's eatable. The steps he followed are good, and I'm pretty sure it was tasty.
It's not something that he probably makes at home ever, so this may have been the first time that he's done it. I think he did a really good job. To be honest, we saw Jamie's carbonara, and for someone that cooks all the time compared to someone that doesn't, even though he did have help with her, she was helping him, I think he did really good.
You made a very good point. You're right. Jamie Oliver ate carbonara many times, made carbonara many times, and he still, have to say it, Uncle Roger made a better carbonara than Jamie Oliver, I have to say. You are so right.
Think about it though. Even if you add a little bit of foie with the carbonara and a little bit of black truffle, it would be delicious.
Oh, I can't wait.
Foie gras goes with so many things. Thank you, Vincenzo, for seeing this today. Everyone, I hope you enjoyed this as much as we did. I really enjoyed seeing this video with you, Vincenzo, because it was finally, like when I first saw this, I was thinking, oh, what would Vincenzo think about saying this? What would he say if he was seeing it with me? And it finally happened. So thank you very much.
It was very emotional, to be honest, to put it that way. Like it was, it made me feel very good. Maybe a little drop came out of my eye. It was nice. It was really nice. So thank you for doing this. Thank you, James. You're a wonderful man. And
thank you,
hopefully we get to cook one day together.
I mean, it'll happen one day. We live on the other side of the world.
You know, we tried last year to catch up, and so either you came to Italy or could come to Barcelona. You know what? I have a feeling that we will meet in a crazy place, I don't know, somewhere, maybe Thailand, Bali, or somewhere. Maybe. And we're gonna have a week enjoying the area, you know, a holiday, and we cook every day. I have that feeling. It's gonna happen.
I have the same feeling. Maybe we'll end up in Jamie Oliver's kitchen. Who knows?
You know, that would be the jail.
Well, thank you, Vincenzo. Everyone, please go over to Vincenzo's channel after seeing this video and check out his video on our channel, our video on his channel as well. And if you haven't subscribed to him, be sure to do so and like the video. Thank you, everybody, for seeing this. Thank you, Vincenzo. Take care. Have a great time and take care.
Gracias.